a brand new Dreams PS4 stream, where today we'll be doing what we do every Saturday. We are going to play a bunch of new levels. But first, I have to release a level of my own. Now it's pretty much finished. I've just got a list of some little tweaks that I need to make, so I'm going to quickly do it on stream. I was actually going to finish this and publish the level and then stream afterwards, but I thought, why not just stream whilst I'm doing it? And if you want to check out the level at some point during the stream or after the stream, you can do that. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to finalize this level, and then we'll get to playing some brand new levels. So I'm just getting the chat up first. Because normally I would stream a little bit earlier than this, but because I've been working on some bug fixes, it's took me a bit longer. Hey Small Who Man, welcome back. Hello Turtle Plays Dreams, welcome back. Hope you're both having a great weekend. I can't wait for the game. Yeah, don't expect too much, because this level that I'm about to release, it's an idea that I've had since like the beginning of early access. So it's not going to be as good as a level that I would maybe create now, but hopefully it's still got some good points, and I definitely learned a lot whilst I was creating it. 2Crack2, hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend too. Isaac Clyde, hello, welcome back. Are you playing levels or making one? I'm playing levels today. I'm just making a quick exception right now because I'm about to release a level of my own, and technically it's ready to go right now, but there's just a couple of like really small tweaks that I want to make really quickly, right? So bear with me here, right, until I get through this. It should only take me like 15-20 minutes, and then we'll get into the new levels. So this isn't a create stream today. I'm literally I just want to get this level published. I'd rather do it now rather than after the stream, because I don't want to publish too late. And I guess this gives people a chance to see how horribly I make some other levels, or get a behind the scenes look at it. So I'll talk you through some of the changes that I'm quickly making. So this is like a really cheap fall scene, right? If you fall down, you die, right? And I thought, right, well, it's going to be better if you had some audio, like some kind of scream. Now the problem is, because the voice actor did every line, because this was imported lines, since they did every line in the one take, basically, I have to find the yell from this long list. But it's not that difficult, because I know roughly where it is, as long as I hear some of it. And you'll get to see an example of some of the voice acting as well.
Looking for a fuel tank. You know, it's slightly disturbing beings come across any? Fuel tank. From a spaceship, beings come across any?
Hold on, sometimes it glitches.
How am I supposed to get inside?
Alright, so it's before there.
No!
There you go. This part here, so 116. That's what I was looking for. I think it would be better, because before you were just falling off the cliff and you would just die, so I thought I'll quickly update it and put in this little scream, because this scream is actually used in a cutscene, but I can reuse it for the death scene as well, so I'll just throw that in like that. And no doubt after I do a lot of these bug checks, there's no doubt there's going to be a ton more that I'm going to have to sort out, which I'm not looking forward to. But I spent pretty much all day yesterday redoing all the bugs. Hold on, because I made this so wide. I don't like my timelines staying wide when they don't need to be. So I was spending pretty much all day yesterday finalizing this this level, and you know what it's like. You're trying to polish it up, but then you find something else that you need to fix, and then you find something else that you need to fix, and it never ends. And that's pretty much my entire day yesterday. So let me just play that, right? Put that in there. And then there's another one over here. So I'm going to put one down here as well. Oh wait, I've already got it. See, I thought ahead. I just need to get the timeline here. Okay. So there, now when you fall, there should be a sound that he makes. So I've been working through a lot of these flaws, and I'm pretty much near the end of the list. There's just a few little things I need to do. It's really stupid things, like my next note is to plug a hole. So see here, there's a hole here, and I did not see that during play mode because I didn't go in the corner. So it's good to like properly look over all your levels just to make sure there's no holes or anything kicking about. Hey Red Stool, welcome back. Hope you're having a great weekend. The level is finished. I'm just doing some tweaks and then we'll release that, and then we'll get on and we'll play some other levels today. I will definitely check it out after the stream. Yeah, sure, during the stream, after the stream, whenever you like. Hey Alpha Werewolf 10, welcome back to the stream. We are just, I'm about to release a level, but I wanted to make a couple of quick tweaks. I actually made a huge list and I've been working through them. I was going to finish this before the stream, but then I thought I'll just stream, saves you guys waiting for the stream. So I'll probably do this for the next 15-20 minutes just to quickly get everything the way I want it. And then I need to come up with a thumbnail picture, put in the description, blah blah blah, publish. I don't know how long it takes to publish because normally I've only published a level with one scene. This has 5 scenes, so I don't know how long that's going to take, but I'm sure we can talk in the chat if it does take longer than anticipated. I started making collections yesterday. Maybe they'll prove useful for you or any other creator at some point whenever I have enough collections. Yeah, definitely. Collections are perfect, actually. There needs to be more of them. I should really be making some as well because it is really handy to keep everything together. So I'll check those out if you've got anything that I can use. Hey LBA, do you know you can do cuts in the audio if you press L1 and X? No, I didn't actually know that. You've saved me a lot of time now that I know. Well, that's something new you learn every day, right? Mr. Lowles, hey, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend. Just finishing off doing some tweaks for this level before we start playing some levels. So let me see, so that was one more finished here. There's like a couple more in this area. I think in here you'll notice how cheap a lot of this looks. You know what, I'm going to leave that like that. Screw it. This level is pretty much just what I did in early access. I just never got a chance to release it, and it was just me practicing. Like, this is, even though I have another level out before this is technically my first level, so it probably will look and feel a bit basic at times, but I learnt a lot, that's all I can say. So let me see, what else do I need to do? First audio, okay. So I've got a pop-up when you go to the collectibles. There's like a little pop-up that tells you what button to press, and I made it purple. I'm making them all white now, so just for continuity's sake. Okay, and then I just need to sort out the end cutscene. Because this level, this is like the hub level, so you've got like different areas that you can go through. There's one there, there's one over there, one back there. And once you collect everything you need, you come back to your ship and it should activate this cutscene here. So you've got obtain fuel tank 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. Let me see, because this wasn't working before. I don't know if I did something wrong. I'm going to change it to... Sometimes when I change it to a tag it works, sometimes. Because this was working earlier before. The cutscene, it wasn't triggering. So hopefully that works. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be devastated. And same with this one as well. Maybe it's... I don't know, did I turn these off? No, I didn't. So it's supposed to tell you to return to your ship. So this was working before. I don't know if it's going to work now. And this is like the end of the level, so it's kind of crucial that it works. So let's hope that works. So that's almost everything for this scene. And then over here we've got your collectible tracker, and I noticed that here you can see it says 0, but once you get like into double digits it slightly comes over onto the dash. So it's not the biggest change in the world, but it's best if I move this like just a little bit, just for OCD's sake. Okay, and I'll save that. So that's that area hopefully fixed. Wow, a crate stream and a level stream in one. Yeah, it's a new thing. It won't be happening very often though, because it's not so often that I release a level. So in the caves, let me see. Most of this part here is already complete. It's just I just need to expand a radius. That's it. At least I think that's it. So you're getting a sneak peek. Right, so anybody that wants tips for where to find the collectibles, you're going to find them now. Right, it was just to see that radius was a bit too thin, so I was just going to make it like just a wee bit bigger. That'll do. What was I going to do in here? No. I think it was up here. See, I changed all my logic because when I was doing my testing, some things weren't working. Don't judge my logic, right? Because this is all different from what I usually had. Right. Just so I could keep the same trigger radius. And I think just to change the volume for one of the characters' voices over here. Let's see here. So I think it was a little too loud, so I'll put that down to like 60%. Same with that one, it's a little bit too loud. Okay, so I think that's that one done. I think I'm happy with that now. I only have a botany collection right now, but I'll be working on a few more during and after the stream. Oh good, yeah, keep yourself busy. I've been busy making a horror ambient track before, which is actually looking good so far in my opinion. Yeah, so I'll need to listen to that as well. Maybe even use it at some point. Right, into the depths we go. I hate that it always spawns me over here now. Right. Don't mind this mess, right? Right, I just need to go through my wee labyrinth here. And there's like some rocks here. But I feel like I need to make them a bit bigger. Just because if you're supposed to like shoot something on the other side, but if a bullet trickles through on this side you could still destroy it, so this is just a precaution just to make sure. And then there was an arm animation that I needed to fix on this side. Hold on, let me just turn this off. I need to save this down here so I can actually see what I'm doing. So when you get to this cutscene, there's a bit where he puts his hand on his head, but the arm twists a bit too far, so I think I'm just going to take the cheap way out and do something like that, and I'll update it again later. Let me just double check this one. Just redo that arm just in case, because it was like twisting. He was putting his arm on his head, but his arm was going like that and then it went on his head. It's the first time it's ever happened to me, so I don't think it's a common thing. Right, I just need to make that visible again so I could see what I was doing. What's next? And the last little area. Into the Stone Kingdom we go. Yeah, when cutting the audio, that one long audio you have can be cut, so each section can be separate. I bet the person who did the full voiceover thought you would do that. To be honest, the person who did the voice acting doesn't actually own Dreams. So the person, they didn't record inside Dreams, they recorded outside, and I had to import everything. And that's my fault really, just because I didn't know how to cut it up. Right, I was going to put like, you know, the ancient time kit. Put in ancient, see what comes up. Right. I was going to grab some rocks just to quickly decorate this little scene here because it was quite empty. So I'll just fire a few of these around because I've kind of left it a bit bare at the moment, so I'll just fill it in with something really quick. I can always take my time with this later, you know, and then I'll see if I can, because I've got enough thermal, so it shouldn't be a problem. What other things can I put down? Another wee boulder here. Make a big wee boulder. Just to make this scene a little less empty at this stage. I don't think it's so necessary, to be honest. Maybe I'll move. I'll put that one here. Put a couple of wee ones here. Right, whatever. Right, that'll do. Right, really quickly. It's not a big deal, because you're going to fly past this area. You don't actually search this area, you just walk past it. And there was a bit that was quite dark, I noticed. Let me see here. I think there was another. I think I might need to. No, I did it. I did it already. Good. There's a bit over here. Once the lighting comes on, this bit gets quite dark. So I just need to quickly put down a light really quickly. But I'm going to use one of these ones. Just a really cheap light. Just put it like that, right? So if I turn on the, so you can see it gets quite dark in here. So I'm going to like use a really cheap tactic just to shine some light on some stuff. It's not really realistic, but it's just what I need to do to get this done and dusted. There's a bit here as well, so it's quite dark, you can't actually see what you're doing. Well, that looks a little bit better. And then there's flames here. Oh, I need to. The flames were coming through the. Were coming through the wall. You can still kinda see them here. Gets these ones into it. Look at that, look at the deadly destruction we have. Aren't you curious to know why there's so much fire? It's so stupid once you find out. Okay, well, I think that's that part sorted. So, assuming the ending part works, I think the level is pretty much ready. So I will update the dream with all the changes. Where am I going here? Update. There we go. Hey JC All-Star, welcome back to the stream. Before we play some brand new levels, we're just polishing one of our own before we upload it into the wild and get torn to shreds, you know. So this is like the picture, but this was just like a default picture. It wasn't really what I was going to go for. So let me see. Right, so I need to go and take a picture inside here first. So let's see. I'll go into the intro. This is it here, isn't it? Photo mode. See, I don't. Does anyone actually use this photo mode? Other than to take pictures for your profile. I don't use it so much. Right, so I need to create an interesting picture. So we've got our wee default guy here, right? And we've got the alien, but the alien, hold on, the alien's invisible, right? Oh, it floats as well. Right, so I just wanted to take these to try and make some kind of picture, because I think it's more interesting when you see people up close as opposed to the picture I already had. So the character's already been posed, so, and this one's not keyframed, this is like just a natural stupid pose. So I'm going to have to fix it. See, this was before I used keyframes. You know what? I'm going to make it easier on myself. I'll go into the hub world because that's got a playable version, and then I can just grab the characters without any animations or changed forms. Right, he's up here. If you're looking for him, he's up there. That's a wee Easter egg for you. I decided I'd put him up there to watch you, to see how many people actually notice. Right, so we've got our ship here, big alien man, or woman. Right, so I need to like, let me see what this photo mode looks like. Alright, so it just looks like the basic screen, doesn't it? Alright, so I think where they're standing is okay, I just need to make them pose a little bit now. Just try and like, maybe like wrap the arm around or something. I guess that kind of gives you that idea, right, that they're best buddies. I'm just thinking like if I should probably pose him as well, but he's like quite a, he's not boring, but he's more, I guess he's more formal. And do you know what, I'll take away his gun, right, just because I don't want a gun in the picture. Oh, but I took his hand off. Oops. Let's just make it invisible. Saves a problem. Right. Give him a wee head tilt. Guess that looks acceptable. Right, hold on. See, I don't use this picture mode, where the hell is it? Okay, how do you take a picture? X, I guess. I imagine my camera's covering it up. So the spaceship's there, they're here. So you got to imagine you've got the names here, the descriptions here, the buttons are here, so maybe that's the good angle, I don't know. Maybe it's good. Let's see. Save, please. Okay. I'll save this, but then I'll come back and I'll delete it. It's annoying when you need to like create a separate thing just to create a picture. Right, let me see if I can update this now. Maybe it looks better, I don't know. Maybe. So when you're scrolling across the the Dreamiverse and you see that, does that look clickable? Does that look interesting? Because you're scrolling along and you go, oh, what is this giant pink thing and this little dude, what are they up to? And then it'll give us enough room to put the description here. You can still, even with the description, you can still roughly see what's going on. Yeah, looks good. Can you copy and paste description text? Because I want to copy and paste the description I wrote for the last level I made. Let me see. Right. I'm going to copy and paste it because it's like a template. Saves me having to format it all again. Okay, write a description. There's my description. I'll delete that for now. Of course you'll give me feedback. I know you will. Okay, so there's a lot of people that did voice acting in this. I need to get the names down. So the first part is just describing the level. So I'll try and keep it brief. So it's basically oops. An astronaut finds himself stranded on a hostile alien planet. Fortunately, not all aliens are bad, right? So if you wonder why I put this phase 1 in my level descriptions, it's because I've got a plan of levels that I want to make throughout my entire Dreams career, right? So I've got phase 1, which is probably going to take like between a year and a half, and then I've got projects that will begin phase 2, so they'll have a higher level of quality, phase 3, so on. So, and I like to put down what level we're on. So this is our standalone level 2. When we have the survival horror game, we'll have game 1, the first person horror game 2, but we'll still have more standalone levels like this now and again, and some short animations. Alright, so I just need to make sure I remember everyone. So we've got Sean Lenhart. So this is the guy who doesn't own Dreams, but he's a professional voice actor. He voices the astronaut. Very high quality. Let me just catch up on some of your comments here. Hey Joseph Morris, welcome to the stream. If you're here for some levels, we're going to be playing some levels in just a moment. I'm just putting the final touches on this level. I'm afraid that the end of the level might glitch because for some reason that cutscene wasn't working. So I'm kind of worried because I kind of need to test it. But then I need to play through the whole level and it kind of spoils everything. Because I don't really want to play this level on the stream yet. I want you guys to experience it first, so that you can get surprised by some things maybe. But I'll definitely play this on the stream at some other point once more people have played it. But again, don't expect this to be an amazing level, because it was technically like my first ever early access idea. Super Alien is out. It was supposed to be out yesterday, but when I was going to publish it, I kept finding flaws and things to polish, and I must have polished at least 150 different things. So it's a lot better. Still not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. So we're just about to publish it. So like I said, I'm just afraid that the end might glitch because you're supposed to get all three of the fuel tanks. and then you're supposed to go back to your ship, activates a cutscene. If that cutscene doesn't activate, you can't finish the game, which would be a shame, because it was working, but for some reason it didn't work my second time I was playing it. Not yet, he's just making the final touches yet. Pretty much that's what we've pretty much been doing. It's almost done. I do use photo mode only for my profile background. Other than that, I just use the share button. Yeah, the share button is, I mean, it's pretty practical, right? Hey Panic Man, nice to see you again. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're enjoying Dreams a little bit more. I saw your desert level, it looked pretty nice. Hey LBA, just popped in, trying to learn this stuff. Looking good, bro. Can you do a tutorial on how to make a creation work with logic without a puppet from scratch? Yeah, what I'm going to do with most of the tutorials that I'm going to make is that I'm going to base it on things that I've actually already made. So things that I've made in this level, I'll make tutorials on. So like, how did I make the cutscenes? How did I animate the characters? How did I form the levels? So I'll make tutorials based on that. I've never made a puppet from scratch without the logic, so I'm not too comfortable making a tutorial on that yet, but it's something that I will definitely do once I'm more comfortable myself with it. But it's a good idea. I started working on my Silent Hill Zelda game yesterday. Got the opening level designed with placeholder props. Never would have thought about using placeholders if it wasn't for your streams. Yeah, placeholders are great. See, when you play this level, everything is technically a placeholder. The only reason I didn't replace any of this stuff is because these standalone levels, I'm just going to build them, release them, you know, learn from my mistakes. Hopefully some people enjoy them, but that's it. The only ones that I'm going to polish are the proper games, so like the survival horror game. All those things are just placeholders, and we'll change things up when it's relevant to do that. But it does definitely speed along the process when you just put down things like trees and cars and buildings and whatever, just to get an idea of how everything all fits together. I use photo mode for backgrounds and seam thumbnail pics. Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? I mean, I don't really use it much though, but because I don't really find myself using the backgrounds and things. I would like to know this so I can use my creations as enemies, thanks. I mean, it depends what kind of enemy you want, because you could make a simple enemy that doesn't have any limbs, they just float. So if you imagine Doom, you know, the big massive heads, and they just float, you could just use those, which would save you a lot of time as well as logic. But if you really want limbs, then you'll need to connect everything up with connectors, which is like how you attach all the mesh together. It's not that difficult, it just takes a little bit of messing around with to get used to it. Hey Swickfo, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend. I thought the alien race had no genders. They don't, and that was a test. You passed. So, good eye for detail. See, I didn't really want to say anything for people that haven't watched it, because they might not have seen that joke, you know? So I didn't want to spoil anything. In photo mode, you're supposed to press X to take pics, but I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, I think it was X. I think just because my camera, I think it blocked the part that said press X to take a picture, because I was looking on the other side and I couldn't actually see anything, so it must have just been blocking it. I suggest turning the lighting back on for the photo. See, the lighting in that scene is quite foggy, and I feel like it would kind of make the photo a bit cloudy, and I wanted it to be a bit more clear, a bit more clean, you know? Just a preference, I guess. If you press triangle, you can hide the photo mode UI. I didn't know you could copy and paste on PS4. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, with the text and things. I actually did that yesterday with Red Stool. because I used to import audio with my remote play, but I couldn't do it anymore because the molecule, they removed the feature. So now you need to buy a cable if you want to import music, sound effects, voice acting from anyone who doesn't voice act inside Dreams. So he helped me out a lot. There's a few text documents that have like text to speech, and he helped me import a few lines. So I was like copying over some things for him to record. Neither did I. Well, there you go. I knew you could do it in the normal text, I just didn't know you could do it in Dreams, because sometimes some games have some functionality differences. Thanks LB8, I appreciate the tutorials. Yeah, I'll get to them. I will get to them, because this level is pretty much taking up a lot of my time, but now that I've more or less finished it, I think I can relax a little bit. Hey Astro Water, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend. Have you seen my Resident Evil creations? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Because normally we do search Resident Evil, and I usually have a good look at everything that's there. But let me know what stuff you've made, and I'll have a more detailed look. Starting to get the hang of this. That's what I want, is Doom type monsters. Do I use a puppet for floating monsters like Doom? Yeah, to be honest, like a floating monster without limbs is perfect. You don't need a puppet, because you just sculpt something and then use like a follower tag and it follows your character, and just animate it. So like if you want it to hover, you can automatically have it on a timeline where it just hovers the whole time, and then when it follows you, it will hover towards you. And you can have a rotate to look, so you can put a tag on your character, and the rotator will always look where you're faced, so the enemies will always look at you. But one thing you need to pay attention with that is that when you need to select the rotator first with X, and you'll see an arrow like an XYZ axis arrow, and you need to tell the gadget where exactly is the X, Y and Z axis, because it doesn't know, it just has a guess. So you might need to flip things round, because you would think if you put the gadget on something that would be like the front, but it's not. Sometimes it's like on the left. It probably doesn't make much sense the way I'm explaining it, but you'll see once you have a good look at it. Then turn their limbs invisible. Nah, don't even bother turning the limbs invisible, because you don't need to do that. I don't think you need to do that. I would just create a sculpt, because I would only ever use puppets if you're using the limbs, because they're a good reference point, so you don't have to rig everything yourself. But if you don't have any limbs, then there's no real need for the puppet. Unless you want to control the enemies yourself, then the puppet logic is good, because it saves you a lot of hassle. But if it's just an enemy that follows you, does an attack animation, has a health gauge, then you do not need the puppet at all for that. Not at all. Right, so what was the other people that were in this? So we've got Sean Lenhart, Bunny Bia. We had Debonair Toast. We had... See, this is the part where I'm not 100% sure about someone's name, because you know when you get some PSN names and they have like all these crazy letterings, like different font sizes and things. I'm just going to search his name here in Dreams. Oh great, my phone died. Perfect. I'll just search here. Dreams. It's indreams.me, isn't it? Indreams.me. What? Is no website working today? Or is it just me? Okay, it's loading now. I think his name's Sloppy X Do, but the way that it's written, it's a bit different. Right, so it's all capitals. See, I don't know if I should make everybody's capitals, but since it is his PSN, I should probably do that. So Sloppy X Do, right? And if I put an at the start, I think you can link it to people. So if you want to check out these accounts, you just need to click on it. There you go. And then we had enter attack out. I don't know if his starts with a lowercase or an uppercase. Right, so let me put that down, see what that looks like. Yeah, look, you can like connect it. So like there's Debonair Toast, there's Sloppy Do, there's Intra Attack Out. So if you want to check out their profiles, Debonair Toast makes a lot of music, Sloppy Do does a lot of character sculpts, Intra Attack Out does a lot of first person demos, first person shooter demos I should say. He's got a lot of templates as well. And that's me. So let's see. So an astronaut finds himself stranded on a hostile alien planet. Fortunately, not all aliens are bad. Okay. Now we need to tag this, right? Some game tags. Single player, action, comedy. I don't know what these tags say. Hold on. Let's put adventure, drama. I don't know. Technically, is it a drama? I don't know. Let's see. It's not a horror, but it's got some horror elements. But it's not a horror, so I'm not going to spam the tag system. It's not much of a platformer. It's a crappy platformer, but it's a platformer. Again, it's not a shooter, but there's a gun in it. Space. Makes sense. Science fiction makes sense. What else? Weird. I mean, maybe I could put that as a tag, because I mean it is a bit weird. Okay, let me save those tags. Audio visual tags. See, it's got cutscenes, so I don't know if I should put this in, because it's not really an audio visual. It's a game, so. And don't judge me, right? But PewDiePie started playing Dreams, and he said, if you tag your dreams with PDP, I'll play your dream. So there you go. Please play my dream. What, my new category, what? Okay. There you go. PewDiePie. Let me just reset my progress. Right. So as you can see here, you've got the intro, you've got the hub area, then you've got the 3 levels that you kind of branch out into. I'm kind of worried about releasing this because if the ending's broke, then it's going to be a problem. Because people can't finish the level. I mean, the logic is there. Like, are you still in the chat, Redstool? Because if you are, I've got a question for you. Maybe you can help me analyse this. Whilst I hear from him, I'll catch up on some of the comments. But basically, what I was going to ask was, now this is working earlier today. For some reason, it stopped working. I don't know why. So I've got my 3 variables, right? So variable 1, obtain fuel tank 1. Variable 2, obtain fuel tank 2. Variable 3, obtain fuel tank 3. So as you get all the 3 fuel tanks, these will become active, right? And then once you go in here, it was a label, but for some reason it stopped working. I don't know why. So I changed it to a tag, and maybe that makes it work. So technically it should work. Technically, once you have all of these, and once you stand in that radius, this timeline should play. For some reason in my last playthrough it didn't play, so I'm kind of worried. But the logic seems sound. It seems like it should work, right? And then this is just a reminder to go to your ship. So if this reminder doesn't pop up, none of this is going to work. But hey man, let's just go for it, right? I think I'll release it into the wild because you can play it from start to finish. But I'm worried that it's going to glitch out or whatever, but who cares, right? I keep saying that the level's not perfect anyway. It's not that great a level, so I don't know why I'm worried about it. I think it's because I worked so hard on it that I just don't want it to be bad. Right, let me have a quick catch up here. I'm thinking of creating a story game with a basic puppet who gets bullied for being default. Yeah, that does sound quite nice. Stupid default, you and your blueness. The problem with using keyframes to make a monster float is that you can't also use a follower or mover logic due to the keyframe saving the monster's location. That overwrites move type logic. Seriously? Huh. I didn't know that. That kind of sucks. So basically you can't have something that moves around. That's not good. What was the inspiration behind this game, LBA? Are you testing yourself on all different game genres? Pretty much, to be honest. It started off like, okay, let me build a scene. So the first thing I did on early access was I searched for characters, and then I found an astronaut, and I was like, alright, that astronaut looks quite nice. And you know, it was quite difficult to do lip sync, to move the mouth when you do voice acting. So I thought, okay, I'll use characters that don't have mouths, but it makes sense. So he's wearing a helmet, you can't see his face, so it would save me a lot of time. So we made the astronaut, and I thought, okay, how will I make this more fun? So I thought I'd put an alien in to be your friend, your companion. And the idea with the alien changed a little bit, because I wanted the alien to follow you around as you explored. But then I thought, oh, the logic is so annoying, because the alien might get stuck or might get in your way, and it's too complicated. So I thought the alien will come and go at specific points, and it actually worked out a lot better, I think. So I got the alien, and then I just practiced building environments. They were my first ever environments. The main hub area, it looks quite basic, but that was like my first ever area. The other 3 areas that you explore, I've created them more recently, so they probably look a bit better than the open world section. But I'm still using old gameplay ideas, so I planned out that each area that you go to has a different kind of gameplay. So one has some platforming, one is more about the darkness and using your torch, and it's kind of like a horror ambience, and then the other one I won't tell you exactly what it is, but it uses button combinations to operate the cutscenes, like doing dialogue choices and things. So I just practiced doing different gameplay styles, building environments, practicing with the cutscenes and stuff, which ain't gonna be perfect. But I was working on this all day yesterday and I barely got any sleep. And I feel like if I don't release this, I'm going to keep going back and keep wondering, like, can I improve this more before I release this? But if I keep going back and I keep going back, I'll never finish it. And all the changes that I make, all the upgrades, maybe they're not that great upgrades. Maybe it doesn't really need it, you know? So let's see what happens, right? Should we just release it? Let's see what happens. Hello Anglo28, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend. We're almost going to play some new levels. We were just finishing up one of our new levels of our own, and we're going to release it into the wild. It's pretty much ready. I'm just worried that the ending cutscene doesn't trigger. If the ending cutscene doesn't trigger, you can't complete the game, which is really frustrating, and I hope that's not the case. But I think I'm just going to release it anyway, and then people can complain, the ending doesn't work. Like, crap. But I can quickly fix it. That's easy. Good streamer. Oh, thanks very much. Good viewer. That's cool. Tags are already there and no typing. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, so it's ready made. It's like Little Big Planet was the same. You could just select tags. It was so easy. Nice PDP tag. Yeah. Hopefully he plays it. Who knows? Hey, Enter Attack Out. I was thinking of making a PewDiePie game, but I should probably finish my Doom project first. Why don't you just put PewDiePie in Doom and just start shooting him in the face? Maybe you could make a pug enemy or something, and then that would be interesting. I'm here. Right, so you probably heard my question. Try testing it first and see. It looks awesome. See, if I test it, I'll need to... I guess I could test it. Let me test it. I could do it with an action recorder instead to move and hover the monster, right? No timeline. I'm not sure, because if an action recorder would still record specific points, but I've never done it before, so I would need to experiment. You could try to make it similar by using one variable for fuel and make each tank give +1, then use a calculator where if the number equals 3 and when the player is sensed, it will trigger the end. I suppose I could make it simpler, but then I'd have to go through it all again, and I'd have to like rearrange all my logic, and I really don't want to do that right now. That is awesome, Redstool. Oh yeah, he's the logic master. What's your favourite genre? In general? I'd have to say anything with RPG elements, maybe. So I like action RPGs, but things like Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect, but I also love Final Fantasy. But then I love survival horror, like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and pretty much games that have a good story, or they try to have a good story. So like Metal Gear Solid. I'm not a fan of stealth games, but I love Metal Gear Solid because of the story. So yeah, RPG games, horror games, survival horror games, or anything that's just got a really good story. I don't really play too many platformers, too many strategy games. I play some first person games, but it's not like all my favourite, you know. I like to see my character most of the time. What about you? What are some of your favourite genres? I saw that you were up till at least 1 AM. Yeah, a long time. A long time. You can see that I'm pretty tired, but I wanted to get it finished. But what about the lighting? Well, you're just going to have to find out how terrible the lighting is. See, the lighting is like, I tried to make it as natural as possible, so I didn't really put too much effort into it. Some dark corners I tried to illuminate a little bit. There's definitely room for improvement. However, the way I'm looking at it is that I've already tried to improve this level so much, so I'm just going to release it, and then if I can improve the lighting later, if I can improve some bugs and glitches, or you know, add little things like sound effects or whatever, I'll do all that later, because that stuff doesn't really affect, you know, playing the game from start to finish, like the lighting and stuff. But I'll update it maybe. But see, the thing is though, like once I release this, I'm moving on to the next project. I'll update it maybe just to fix the little things here and there, but I'm not really going to stick with this and keep updating it every month, because for me it's kind of done, and it's time to move on to some new adventures. No sleep here today, huh? No, not at all. Maybe the trigger zone to trigger the end needs some options changing. Well, it was a label, and it was detecting the player, and it was working. The first time I played it, it was working. Second time, it didn't work. So I don't know. So I changed it to a tag for a player tag, just to see if that makes a difference. But I'm going to test it in a minute. If I can change all the values manually, then maybe it'll work. I guess we'll see. Hey Mohammed Dawud, how are you? Hope you're having a great weekend. Are you new to Dreams? We are about to release one of our own levels, but I'm just going to do a quick test of the ending just to make sure it's working, and then I'll release this, and then we'll go off and we'll play some levels today. I'm doing a Doom FPS game. Yeah, it does look pretty good. See, when I watched your video about Egypt, it reminded me of a game called Serious Sam. I don't know if you ever played that. I'd love someone to make Serious Sam in Dreams, like, and I want to voice the guy that carries the bombs, you know, the headless guy with the bombs in the hands, because he just runs at you like ah, like he screams like really loud. Things are getting competitive. Oh, they are. Don't you worry about that. Oh yeah, RPGs are amazing, yeah, especially if they have a good story. I watch you too, Intattack. Oh, he's watching everybody for good tips and tricks. Go to Intrattack out. He'll teach you a lot of interesting things, particularly about lighting. He's very obsessed with lighting. I often wonder if his real life living situation, if he has, you know, good lighting around him, like at all times, you know, he's very well lit. How's my lighting right now? Is it okay? I'm not a movie star, but I try. Hey Reckley, welcome back. It's been a little while. How are you? Yeah, doing pretty good. Almost about to release a little level. It's not quite on your quality yet, because this is an old level that I had on early access, like really early. I just never finished it until now, because I was working on other projects and things. But I finally got it finished, and I'm going to release it, and I'm going to see how badly everyone trashes it. It says how awful it is, because I know it's flawed, but it's going to be funny to see what people think. Intrattack, your game looks amazing. Mine looks like a kid made it. Well, you got to start somewhere, right? But to be fair, you could just use other people's assets. So like the tree that you made, you could just take a really good palm tree or whatever from the community, and it would be a lot better, you know. Your work is really good, Intrattack out. Oh yeah, he's got some good templates. I'm going to use the first person template, but I want a customized template for my game. Oh yeah, Serious Sam is great. Would love to see that as well. Thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Serious Sam inspired. Glad you caught that. Yeah, I love running around the desert with my minigun, my rockets. Hey LBA, if you give me access to this scene, I can troubleshoot it for you and give you the results. Yeah, look, I'm going to have a quick check to see if this works. So, normally you have to activate the variables, right? So here's the variables here, right? But if I manually increase this to 1, I assume this would work, maybe. Oh, it's because I've still got these little guys in here. This was in case I wanted to change the picture. Do you think I should change the picture to use this guy then? Because I'm going to have to get rid of them at some point. Let me see, I'll take another picture. Keep everybody happy. So, there we go, hide the UI. So I'll try and keep them like in the middle. So do you think that looks better because it has the sky and stuff like that? I mean, it doesn't really have any lighting on the characters, but whatever, man. I'll save it, right? And then we can make a decision if we're going to go for the clear picture or if we're going to go for the one with the proper lighting on it. So you can see nothing's activated because the character is over here, and this activates only once you get here into this sort of space here. My idea was that if this is at 1, does that automatically activate? I think it does, right? So this is like a test. Oh, not that one. I'm just going to put all the values to 1 just to see if this activates, because you can see everything's activated. Yeah, look, return to your ship. Okay. And then if I go to play mode, right, return to your ship. Okay. And then you go here, and then it returns.
Well, I found all the fuel tanks, and it only took risking my life.
Spoilers. No one likes a spoiler. Right. So it seems to work. Just need to put these back to 0. So really, if this doesn't work, the problem must be in one of these variables. Like maybe there's one of the fuel tanks hasn't properly activated. But I'll show you my variables here. So here's the fuel tank one, right? Fuel tanks. Let's see, so obtain fuel tank 3, fuel tank 1. Maybe that's what I could do then. So like, we have, every time you get a fuel tank, right? You get the number of the actual tanks. So let me see. Because this adds up all the time. So I need to figure out. See, I get confused sometimes with all this stuff. I'm very airheaded. So this picks up. I've got like a. Whenever you pick up a fuel tank, there's like a sequencer, and the sequencer activates the fuel tank, right? Which adds to the total of the fuel tanks, and then we get the total of the fuel tanks. So maybe I could just simplify this logic like Red Stool mentioned. rather than having 3 separate ones, I could use like that calculator method maybe. So we're getting the value. So let me just test this, like, just for talking sake, right? Let me delete these. Okay. Do you know how to delete ports? Oh, it's up here. Here you go. So you said take a calculator. See, I don't use the calculator. Where the hell's the calculator? Right there. Right. So if equals 3, is that right? Is that right? Does it need to be A or B? I don't know. Let me just catch up here before I make a mess of this logic. Those bomb guys were such memes. You'd have 50 of them running towards you all screaming. Oh yeah, they were like the best. Especially the first time you encounter them, because you don't realise what's going on. All you hear is ah, and you're looking around and you're like, what the hell's going on? Ah! And then you look in the distance and there's like this little dot. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's like screaming towards you, and I'm like, do I shoot this guy or what? And then he's coming and I can see the bombs in his hands. And no heads, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, I remember there used to be like loads on a mountain, and then they would all come down the mountain like a stampede. Cool man, can't wait. Yeah, hopefully it's alright. Hey Rami King, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend. What are you trying to make? Well, it's like an action platformer, but with lots of cutscenes and story and dialogue. It's pretty much done. I'm just trying to fix the logic for the ending to activate, because if it doesn't activate, uh-oh, problems. I hope that it activates though. See, the logic for this is in another area, so I don't think this is actually necessary. But I'm going to try this. I just need to know if equal 3 here, I don't need to change B. I can just do the first value. Change the picture. Might also want to increase saturation with a grading effect. People like clicking on colory stuff. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, the lighting brings out the shadows, giving the characters presence. Oh, very good. It's possible that 0.1 isn't enough power for logic. Needs the 1, yeah, I noticed that, it wasn't so good. I can't wait to play this today, hopefully, if it all goes well. I go by Natulus Man on PS4, so if you see my comments, that's me. Oh, cool, good to know. When it comes to equal to A or B, doesn't matter, but I would set 3 to B and A for the input number. Okay. I'm going to have sirens who drain your life sustained when you are in range, so unique enemies. Wow, that does sound a bit morbid, but I love it. Okay, so we've got the calculator. So this is the fuel tanks, right? So as you can see up here, every time we get a fuel tank trigger, it adds to the fuel tank total. You get the fuel tank number, so that goes up 1, 2, 3. This is the actual variable here, fuel tanks. So the same thing here. Let's just delete all this, make it nice and clean, right? So if I get the same number, and I'm looking to say that if the fuel tanks equal 3, right? And you are within this radius, I can delete this, I think. It will do that, I guess. Or, no wait, I think I did that wrong. I think I'm supposed to go like that. There you go. Right, so if that equals 3 and you're in that radius, activates that, right? And this one is just if it activates 3, because this is just a warning. But I noticed that my text was really bright. Let me just take that off. Don't want to blind anyone. Okay. So maybe this works a bit better. So by the time we get 3 fuel tanks and we're in the trigger radius, it will activate our scene. And the most important thing we need is a proper ending, right? And I need to get like a, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to get a sound effect for the, you know when a ship flies past you, it goes like whoosh. I need to get some kind of spaceship noises, but I don't know what I'm going to get, so I'm just going to have to randomly find some stuff. Maybe this one. That's kind of what I'm looking for at the end, but I don't know if it's quite what I need. Oh, there's lots. Meh. So as it's going by the character, it's going to go like there. And then I need a like an ignition, you know. Keep going in here. I want to go into the music. No, it sounds awful. Right, spaceships. Where's the spaceships? That's good. That I like that one. Just make sure there's nothing else I can go for. Yeah, go for that one. So it goes like and then he flies away. And then it's the end. So I think that's good. Make it super loud. And I was thinking, I don't know if I should put like a jingle at the end. I'll leave it. And then I need a, when you finish a level, you have to put like a, it's like an exit doorway. So let me just fire this here. So that's just the exit. So end level. There you go. So that'll end it for us, hopefully. And then that should be the end of that. Right, so let's have a quick test. So right now, obviously, we can't trigger it, but we need 3 of the fuel tanks. So is this one into it? So let's put 3, right? Is that right? Because it didn't work. Let me see. I think it's because this one is only activated when you collect them. So what I think I need to do is, hold on, let me this is more like a menu, so I'll take this out, I'll make another one because it wasn't activated. That only activates when you collect something, whereas this one is active all the time, right? So maybe now that'll work. Right, so the value is at 3, and if I go in here, nope, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Right, so fuel tanks, the fuel tank is at 3. This wants to get to 3. Right? So that's it. Oh, what? That says 9. Look, that says 9, not 3. Well, that's probably the problem here. It's multiplying. See, I don't use this calculator, so I don't know what the hell. It's like it's multiplying by 3. Look. Because it's taking that number. I'm just experimenting here. I'll check out your comment in a minute, but I don't know why, or what I need to change exactly. You are awesome. Thanks very much. For a play stream, it's actually a pure creation stream, but I won't complain. I quite like that. Yeah, don't worry, we will play some things. Probably not a lot of levels today. I just wanted to get this done quickly, but it's actually taking a lot longer than I thought. You forgot to set A to 0. Otherwise, you told me A and B had to be 3. That's what you said. Right, I set it to 0. Set that to 3. Right. Right. We play. Still doesn't work. So what's going on, right? This says you have to equal 3. It is equal 3. And this has already been triggered. And even if this wasn't being triggered, this other one is independent. So this is just for the calculator. So this text should actually come up before. So that's how I know that the cutscene's not going to work, because that text didn't even appear. Overlap a few sounds of ship to make it unique. Yeah, that's a great idea. So in linking levels, do you use exit or exit in between levels? It depends. If you're going to come back to the same level, you use both. But if you're just leaving a level, then just an exit and then an entrance. For if it's a one-way system. Thanks. I knew it. 3 exit input and make it 9, not 3. Ha, calculated and predicted. After you set A to 0, you need to rewire it to reset the input. What? That is just stupid. Okay, I rewired it. Right. So it's going to work now. That's so stupid. Why you need to take the wire off to put it back on. So stupid. See, it works now. Why would you need to take the wire off to put it back on again? Stupid. Don't like that. Alright, there we go.
Well, I found all the fuel tanks, and it only took risking
I'm
my
going to
life.
just watch it because I want to see how the ship works
It was my
with the sound
pleasure,
effects.
traveler. So what now? What distant planets and exciting new adventures await you next?
Well, I was
Let
on
me
my way
update
to
that
buy
voice
some
as well.
milk.
Oh, the sacred milk. Can I come?
Okay.
Right, look, that's our little character, needs to delete that. So you can see the sound effects kinda suck. Alright, so we kinda got that sorted then, right? I'll let you away with it. Just need to reset it back to 0 though. So, the sound effects kinda suck. So I'm going to have to go a bit crazy with it, I think. So I think you can like change the pitch and stuff, you know. But I'm too lazy for this. I just want to finish this level, you know. I don't want to be stuck doing this. I think it's the sound effect itself. I think I need another sound effect that can it's got a bit more meat to it. Is there anything here that sounds like a ship? Maybe go for that. Sounds like it's got a bit more meat to it. And then put that there maybe. Let me just test it.
Well, I found...
Sounds a little bit better. Let me see. I think I need to make that a wee bit earlier.
Well, I found all the fuel tank. Okay.
Away it goes! On a new adventure. No, this totally sucks. It looks awful. Let's just like blend all three together. Maybe it sounds a bit better.
Well, I found...
Need to fix this keyframe as well. Let's see if I can watch it through the camera.
Well, I found...
And then it ends like that. Right? Let me see. I'll reduce that one because that's kind of redundant. You don't really need that, do you?
Well,
by this point. Or I could like just like keep it the way it was, but just like blend it out.
okay.
That'll do. That'll do. Right, the last thing, I need to put subtitles here, but don't worry, I came prepared. came prepared somewhere. See, it's an absolute mess, by the way, because when I was working on this a long time ago, I knew where everything was. Now, I don't. I don't know what anything is. I don't know what this stuff is. Half of this stuff. What was this? Oh, that was my fire thing. Oh, here's enter attack out here. This is some of his lines. I kept them nice and safe here. What the hell am I doing here? Right, these were the logs. These were the logs. I don't know where I saved these things. See when you start making things in Dreams, you learn that maybe making folders is a good thing instead of just like firing everything around. But I knew where everything was at the time. I was like, okay, I have all my stuff here, some stuff here, you know, it's no problem. This here maybe? No, what is that? Death wipe. I don't even think I use that anymore. I probably should. I was going to delete that, but just in case it like breaks the entire level, I'll leave it. I think I'm just going to have to put the subtitles in from scratch because I don't know what I've did with the script. That's quite worrying. Okay, let me just quickly write down some stuff here. Sorry if nobody likes create streams, they prefer to play levels. If I don't get to play levels, I'll have to rename this stream to something else. But technically it's our new level. This is our new level, so it all counts. I came back. Oh, welcome back. Maybe setting one value to 1 and all to 3, since 3 times 0 is 0. Yeah, that's what I would have thought, but apparently it's not. You have to rewire because there's 2 input nodes. The mode changes if you have a number and input number at the same time. Confusing. So that is also true if input A number is 3 and the calculator A number is 1, then it will do 3 times 1 equals 3. Holy cow, that's a lot of logic. I love your streams, I always learn something. Yeah, me too. I don't even use the calculator, I don't need it. It's definitely a good idea to colour code and name things, but I rarely do it. I spend way too much time reverse engineering my own logic as a result. Yeah, pretty much. Like, my stuff here is an absolute mess. Absolute mess. See, I had a script somewhere and I just don't remember exactly where I put it. Honestly, I don't know what I've done with it. It's literally a microchip like this, but it should be around here. But because of all these things, I thought maybe something was blocking it, but I don't see it, so I don't know, maybe I've moved it somewhere. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to have to write out the subtitles myself. So I guess this is good for people that want to know how to do subtitles and things. It's literally called the subtitle displayer. And you just enter your text. I find that this is only on by default if it was already in your level before the update, but after the update this disables. So it gives people a choice if subtitles have to show or not. I always leave it on because I'm used to it with Little Big Planet. It's like you kind of need the subtitles to understand what's being said. So let's see if we can remember what's being said.
Well, I found all the fuel tanks. And it only took risking my life.
Alright, let's see how much I can remember. Well, I found all the fuel tanks. And it only took risking my life. Okay. Well, I found all the fuel tanks and it only took risking my life. Right, so that was the first part he said. I wonder if there's a way, can I stretch this without this part? Because I hate every time I stretch this part, then I need to go back, stretch that again. It's so stupid. And then what did they say after that?
Well, I found all the fuel tanks, and it only took risking my life. Anyway, thanks for all your help.
Anyway, thanks for all your help. Anyway, oh, anyways, what? Anyway, thanks for all your help. Blah blah blah. Right. Don't really need to use a grid as well because it kind of has an auto grid, which makes it easier. And then she says,
Well, I found...
It was my pleasure, traveler. So what now?
So it was my pleasure, traveller. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure, traveller. And then, so what now? So what now? I don't know if this gets repetitive for you guys when you need to put subtitles in. I kind of like it, even though it is repetitive.
Well, I found all the...
So what now? What distant planets and exciting new adventures await you next?
She said... What is it? New distant planets? What?
Well, I...
Oh, what distant planets and exciting...
Okay, so what distant planets? What distant planets? See, I had all this typed out, I just couldn't find the damn script. What distant planets and exciting... Is it new worlds? Let me see.
So what now? What distant planets and exciting new adventures
New
await you next?
Exciting new adventures await you next. Okay, that sounds about right. What distant planets and exciting new adventures await you next? Then he said something about milk, wasn't it?
Well, I was on my way to buy some milk.
Well, I was on my way to buy some milk. Oh yeah. Epic conclusion. And then she says something like, "Oh, the sacred milk." She says, "Oh, the sacred milk, can I come?"
Well, I found all the fuel tank.
Oh, the sacred milk. Can I come?
Oh, the sacred milk. You ever tried sacred milk? It's pretty nice. I'm going to put this in one line. It's faster. That'll do. Oh, the sacred milk, can I come? And then he just says, okay, doesn't he? I think that's it. Is it alright or okay? I think he says okay.
Well, I...
Can I come?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay. And I just need to change her voice lines here. I'll show you how I made her voice, right? With the effects and stuff. It's not a very complicated procedure. I didn't spend a lot of time trying to do it. I was just looking through the different settings and I thought, you know what? This sounds good. So let's go with that one. And it gave her like a robot voice and I had to change it a little bit. And then I put her voice over the top of it just to give it a bit of depth, I guess. So it wasn't just all robotic. Where the hell is that oscillator? Don't even know what would you use an oscillator for? I don't even know. Anyway, that's how our voice is going to sound.
Well, I found all the...
It's my pleasure, traveler.
See how it changed
So
now?
what now? What distant planets and exciting new adventures await you next?
Well, I was on my way to buy some milk.
Oh, the sacred milk. Can I come?
Okay.
And then he goes away. See, now I need to decide, are we going to include a little jingle at the end, like a like a big success jingle? But then part of me is like, I'm kind of done. Right, so this hold on. Was this the alien? Yeah, this was the alien. Let me just like... I kinda need to move these out the way though, because I've put them on the wrong part of the timeline. Just so because you saw the alien was like moving over during the cutscene, so I stretched this out so that the character will... it won't move. It will stay put. Please tell me that is it. Can we say that we have a proper functioning level now? So once this gets to 3, it says return to your ship, punk. Return to your ship.
Well, I found all the fuel tanks, and it only took risking my life. Anyway, thanks for all your help.
It was my pleasure, traveler. So what now? What
Blah blah blah. I think there was one thing I had to fix, like if you remember when I fixed the total numbers, because when you get 50 I had to move the bit over and I didn't do it in the other scenes. So it's going to overlap a little bit with the slash, but who cares, right? That's a fix for another day. So I think, unless the last thing we can do is to create another picture, but this time use the grade to make it look a bit better. All you damn Photoshop people or Snapchat or Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. So it's in here, isn't it? The grades, right. Imagine that's roughly what we're looking at here. Just ignore the cube, right? So this is basically how the old picture looked, because this is the natural light. So what we need to do is maybe add more saturation, maybe? See, I don't like to add that much saturation because I think, like, you can tell when you go back, that looks really grey now, doesn't look so good. But I think 100 is maybe a bit too crazy, but maybe it's good when you're searching through Dreams. Maybe people look at this and they think, wow, that looks actually quite nice. For us though, it is quite bright. But maybe in a picture it looks good. What do you think? Do you think I should just do 100% saturation just for the sake of the picture, of the thumbnail, for the level? So much logic, yeah, there's too much logic. I'll be right back. Yeah, no problem. If you think that's a lot of logic, then you haven't seen my work. I make systems and programs with these logic and calculators. In Dreams, my PSN is Eternal Darkness. I made an FF7 battle engine. Yeah, I did. He made a few actually. I will check you out, Redstool, thanks. The last thing I updated was a dream called Tifa's Theme visual version. Yeah, that's one I need to play today as well. I will drop you a like, great. Hey Jinkies Gaming, welcome back. What a day to be alive. I love jam tarts, do you? Go to hell. Go to hell. What milk do you drink, LBA? Green top or blue top, or God forbid the white water travesty of red top? Straight from the source for me. No, I drink from the blue. I like the full fat experience. So got to go for the blue lid. I mean, I'm probably going to die from a heart attack soon, but blue top all the way, of course. Oh, thank God, you agree. And speaking of milk, here comes Milkman Gaming. Coincidence? Hey Milkman Gaming, hope you're having a great weekend. What are we making? Well, we're just putting the finishing touches on a little action platform story level that I was making in early access, like the very beginning of early access, so it's quite flawed. But I finally finished it, and now we're just trying to put the final touches in. So we're just getting a picture for the menu. I just need to figure out how much saturation I'm going to use. How much is too much? Can I see it? You can do more than see it. You can play it, because I think we're almost ready to publish. Back, still creating, I see. Yeah, how long has that been? I wonder. Man, it looks amazing, hopefully. Hey, Lekowe Winaki, is that how you say your name? That's awesome, thanks very much. Thank you. Logic 100, yeah, too much logic for me. 100% makes the shy look unique. The sky? Oh, the sky, yeah. I think it works. Blue all the way. Oh yeah, every day. Every day, blue all the way. Right, let me see if I can take the third and hopefully final picture of the evening. Right, so here we go. You tell me that actually appears even when... Oh wait, I pressed something. What does square do? Because when I press square it disappears, look. Maybe it gets rid of logic, maybe it's a shortcut. So what do you think, like... That looks good. Let's go with that. Okay. Save locally. So maybe that'll be a bit better. Now it's all grey. We're back to the the depressing normality of it all. I'm just gonna like put these here just in case we ever want to change them again, you know. Right, so did that change anything here? Yes, I did. I have to put the... I have to reset this back to 0. And I think we are good to go. We do a really quick save. You know what's going to happen though? Like, I've tested this level so much on my own. We've come up with a solution for the ending, and we've tested some other things. But I bet you, as soon as I publish this, right, all hell is going to break loose. Everything's going to break. We're going to find problems everywhere. Everywhere. Like, look, what is that? I see a hole in there. See, now I need to fill that hole. No, I'm not that desperate. Right, so let's, first of all, don't forget to update. Did we update the intro? I don't remember updating the intro. Oh well, whatever. Right, and now I need to customize this. So here was our old crappy picture, and now we're going to get our new crappy picture. So there was the old one, the plain one, then there was the one with the lighting, and there's the one with the saturation. So with the saturation it looks like that. See, for me it looks quite dark, but if you do that it looks good. Oh. So you're scrolling through and you see this on the Dreamiverse, right? This picture, nice saturation. Super Alien Buddy, action platformer. Does that look interesting enough to click on? So this is the description. An astronaut finds himself stranded on a hostile alien planet. Fortunately, not all aliens are bad. So phase 1, standalone, level 2. The voice acting, Sean Lenhart, Bonavia, Debonair Toast, Sloppy X Dew, Intra Attack Out, and LB Animation. I don't think I forgot anyone. Hopefully I didn't. So when I publish all these, they're probably all going to be unlisted because I don't like when people pause and then they can choose which level to play. I don't like that. I like you have to play through everything. So I'm not going to bother about this screen. I'm just going to publish it as one dream. I think we need to do it now, don't we? It's a proud moment when your hard work is about to get shot down into flames. Let's see. Okay, Graham Malley. Hope you're having a great weekend. Bug testing / fixing 80% of game development. Yeah, it's like the most boring part though. I love it. LBA, great job. Thanks. Hopefully this is good. For Bethesda, it's only 5% of development. Oh, even that. You are very good at this. I hope I'm good at this. I mean, I'm not the most artistic, but right. So we've got our cover page, version notes. Let's just put in like painstakingly bug tested 1.0. There you go. That's your notes. So it's listed. Obviously we're going to list it, right? Kind of stupid not to. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Right, so this is a wee note for people that don't know what happens after you publish a dream. You have to publish all your scenes, but you don't have to publish the scenes as listed. They can be unlisted. That doesn't mean you can't play them. You can through the Dream. It just means you can't find these scenes individually. Now, I personally unlist these because, for one, I don't like people going into the map and choosing where to go, almost like a fast travel system, or if they want to skip an area in a game. So I don't like that. And also, when you do the dream surfing, you can search for people's dreams. If you go into the crate mode, there's a section where you can search for scenes. And I don't really want people to find a scene that is out of context, because if you played the cave level, right, it wouldn't make sense, you know. You would have to play the full Dream. So I personally unlist all my scenes. Maybe you disagree. So it's saying here, the following creations or versions are saved locally on your PS4 system or saved privately. They must be released before the Dream itself can be released. Use the buttons below to choose how you want to release them. Typically, releasing an unlisted creation will make it listed again, but you can manage this with the listing toggle below each scene, just in case you want to keep your secret ending well secret. Yep. So, like I said, I'm keeping everything listed. So you get two different ones. You get make public and you've got make playable. So make playable is, as you would imagine, you can play this level, that's it. If it's public, I think you can remix it, do whatever you want. So no one can remix this, so it's playable and it's unlisted. Playable, unlisted, just making sure. Typically there'll be one that's not unlisted, so you just got to make sure, right? So this is everything I've got. I've got my intro scene, I've got the hub, I've got the crystal cave, I've got the depths, I've got the stone kingdom. I don't know why we've got like extra versions of the same level. Is there a reason for that? Because I've got the caves here, right? And then I've got another version of the caves here. But they're the same level, so I don't know why I need to save twice. I don't know. You have to publish, you can't say no. So, and then here's my audio devices. Here's the other one. So these ones are private. This is so people could search, save their dialogue for me. Is this publishing already? Oh crap, I didn't know. Oh my god. I bet you something breaks. The first time you play it, something breaks. Like that always happened when I played Little Big Planet. Every single time, after extensive testing, everything was perfect. As soon as I published it, oh, the level broke. Everyone's complaining, it's a riot, no one likes me anymore. It's the story of my creative life. Uh, 1%, 0.1%. Well, I think Bethesda would probably debate what exactly is a percent, you know. It just works though. It just works, yeah. I mean, the bugs, they work as intended. 0%, yeah. If you want to make a dream map only have one playable scene out of 5 scenes, you can press L1 and square to enter the scenes options and set it to forever invisible. Ah, okay. I'll need to check that then. See that mountain? You can climb it. I hate you. Don't tell me that. My first creation? Actually it's not, but okay. Oh my god! This is actually in the wild now. Publishing didn't take me that long. I had like 5 scenes. Let me see. So you said you can press what? You can press L1 and square to enter the scenes options. Where do you do that? In here? Where do you do that? On the actual dream itself? If you want to make a dream map only have one playable scene out of 5 scenes, you can press L1 and square to enter the scenes options. Is this in edit mode or something? Or in here? In here maybe? Update? Update what? But these are old versions. Free objects. What's the object? I don't even want to know, man. Look, I'm happy with the way it looks now, right? So like, how do I see the doorway I put to exit the level? I don't actually see it, so I just assume. Ah, here it's here, end level. So I assume that's just gonna automatically end. Oh my god. Can you guys view this as well, or is it just me? Because obviously I can, because I'm the host, I can see everything. But if you go to this part on your screen, I don't know if you can see it. If you can see it, please unsee it. It says unlisted, so it should be fine. Bethesda, 100% mistakes. Oh yeah, the whole company. Tell Me Sweet Little Lies, that's the best track that ever came out of YouTube. 16 times, 0% bug fixes. Oh yeah. It's like that quote out of Anchorman, if you remember it. It works 60% of the time, every time. I always get extremely anxious when I try to release or delete something and Dreams bursts through the door and shoves 10 more of my creations in my face. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I didn't update it, just in case it breaks it. So, screw it. It can be outdated for all I care. Likewise, yeah, breathe, relax, everything will be fine. You need to relax. Relax. Let us painfully critique your creation. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Right? My god. Right, this is what I normally do, right? When I release, send to. Now, I want to see if my Demolicu updated this, right? Because normally you can send to anyone, right? Now, these are all my friends, right? So let's do an experiment. There you go, enter attack out. See, the annoying thing is you have to go like that, and then you have to go like that. Oh, look! It was different from what happened before. How come you got a special thing and he didn't? Oh well. There you go, Reckley Snipes. There you go. That's a present for you. Present for you. Present for you and all. There you go, small human. Take that, cherish it. There you go. Crusher, you can have one of these. There you go, Gentleman Tom. There you go, Eternal Darkness, if you want a wee quick shot at it. Please don't judge me too much, right? Like Gribble Grunger's going to play this crap. He only highlights the real good stuff in Dreams. My stuff is going to be rotten compared to what he showcases. I'm not going to do this forever. I'm just going to like I've only got 37 friends, I'm so lonely. Just going to fire it out to some of these people. Just to give it a little bit of a head start. And then whilst we get maybe a few people playing it, hopefully we get some reviews in. So we'll play some levels. And we'll come back later and we'll see how it's doing. And I expect someone to be like, it's broke, doesn't even work. The first level doesn't even work. I already know there's, oh, that's my other account. I know that there's one thing that might bug people when you go through the portals and you go back to the other levels. It doesn't put you back in the entrance to the other place. It takes you back to the start of the level. However, it's kind of like a shortcut so you can get back to your spaceship a bit faster. So there's good and bad things, right? Right, so this is the goal for today, right? I want this. You're going to dream surfing, right? And I want new trending dreams. I want to see Super Alien Buddy in the new trending dreams, right? Doesn't have to be this second, but it has to be this hour. So let's see. But normally what I would do, going to Forever Popular, you've got a better chance of making it in here. So you can get something that's good today, something that was good during the week, during the month. Remember we played this beautiful, beautiful creation. Let me have here. Nice reference, I don't even know, I think it was the Anchorman reference, yeah. During map edit mode, LBA handing out games like it's Christmas. Oh yeah, you gotta have it. Have my shovelware, it's like stocking fillers. Send it to me please. Did I send it to you? I don't know, I just went through a list. Thank you. But the scene updates may be the changes you just made today and you haven't applied to the map, so people are playing an older version. Are you sure? Because I updated everything beforehand. Because see the... I'll show you. See the thumbnails? Let me show you. Right. See the thumbnails? These are the actual thumbnails, right? If you go to these thumbnails, see this? And this? And this? These are like old thumbnails, because look at that thumbnail, right? There's no ceiling, there's nothing there. So... I don't know. Why would this be updated? See, do you think if I update it, it'll break something? Let me see. I'll inspect it. I think I should just update it and see what happens. Because all I did was I updated like this. Oh man, I don't even know anymore. You've got me so paranoid now. Thanks. Like, let me look at... I need to update the hub, right? So let's look at the hub that we have right now, right? So I'll go into the hub. You're going to edit an old version of this creation. You know what? Fine. Let's just update everything, right? Go for it. Break my level. But it changed the thumbnail of everything, so... I don't get it. Because look, it's showing you the old thumbnail from like a long time ago. Yeah, look, this is the old one. I don't want this. Why have I got the old one? I don't get it, man. Yeah, because look, this version doesn't have the stuff we did today. So clearly it's talking crap. How do you go back? Can you go back a version? I don't know, man. I think this just saved it locally. That better not have ruined my dream, by the way, because I updated that and it updated the old versions. Look. But I just saved it locally. I didn't actually release it, so hopefully the online version still has the proper version. But now I don't know how to revert back. Let me see, versions. See, I don't want this version. I want this version. I don't want this version. Ugh, I'm so confused now. I'm kind of annoyed now because that could have messed everything up. We'll check it out later. Hey Dino, if you want to have the scenes on your dream map to be invisible, you have to edit the dream and press L1 and square on each scene. We've got a lot of competition these days. It doesn't have to be the second, it just has to be this hour. Yeah, pretty much. I sent you my games. Hey Nivy Artist, welcome to the stream. Hey LBA, I can play any scene on the map. You do need to hide them with L1 and square in the edit map mode. Don't update. When I just played my level, it was trying to upload older versions. I think you messed everything up. I think the old one's there, yeah. Right, talk me through this because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. Do I need to go back to versions here? Edit this version. Right, because that's the shitstorm that messed us up. Save this version. Online is playable. Okay. Right, did that fix up this shit show? Please tell me that did something. Right, I think I fixed it, so if you're playing the level, quit and try again. Otherwise you're going to get all the old blank templates for some reason. I don't know why. Why? Doesn't make sense. Why would you want me to update to an old version? Right, hold on. So what do I need to do? If I go into the map, I need to go into edit. Right. Always invisible. Okay. Always invisible. Always invisible. Always invisible. Always invisible. So that's what I need to do, and then I need to save that version and then release. What a pain. Right. Is that it now? Right, now you can't see it. My God. At least some people can learn from this themselves. Right, so now you can't select any level. And the levels should be... They should be the old ones. Right, let me see. Right, so that should be it now. Better be. Bloody better be. It's like this one. It totally messed up everything. I need to revert back, I think, for this one as well. See, I don't know if I need to release this version separately. I don't know, man. Let's say I'm going to play it, right? Okay. Just going to play it. I'm not going to play the full level, I just want to see that scene that didn't have a roof and make sure it's not a problem. It's just an opening scene you can watch. Because I released this scene on YouTube, so you've probably already seen it. I'm going to catch up with some comments now that my panic is over.
What are you?
Oh, you speak English? Well, that saves me having to guess for 94 billion languages.
Let me see. So Dreams updates really like to mess up. I hope MM can improve it in the future. Basically, if your levels are remixes, it will want to update it to older versions when you upload the original. Ah, okay.
I must take notes. You're female?
I believe you could just open the released version and re-upload it as a private and then upload the Dream.
Look.
Ah, no, it's okay. I believe you.
So, what brings you to my slice of rocky hell?
Not even
well, you can just
supposed to be
delete the
here,
local
actually.
save and keep the
My
published
ship
one.
suddenly lost fuel, and, well, that's the last thing I can remember. This might be an odd question,
Don't
but
update the
do
Dream
you know
itself.
if
The
there's
online
anything that
version should still
resembles
have the right
fuel on this
versions.
planet?
I'm sure there is. In fact, we often receive travelers from other worlds. We all seem to suffer from horrible and distressing deaths shortly after. But if it's fuel we're looking for, then there's bound to be some leftover from their ships.
I think I
There's
did that.
lots
I
of
think that's what I did.
resources scattered around,
I
come to
updated
think
the
of it.
version.
So if you want to
Think.
discover more than just fuel tanks, be my guest.
Thanks for your help.
Sure
I'm in
thing.
playing now
I'll
and it
let
has
you
a
explore
view,
on your
so
own, but just like my old Space Marine buddy Arnie used to say.
so I turned it off
be
on my
back.
end. The question is, you updated it, but wouldn't you have to release it again to overwrite the public version? Maybe if you don't release it again, it'll stick with the original you uploaded. I have no idea, man. Play the Dream that's uploaded online. When you play that, go into edit mode. Into each scene, the game will ask what version do you want to edit. Click this version, not latest version. Okay. So let me see, if I go into edit mode here. Everything works now, don't touch it. Yes, you fixed it. No more view on. Jeez. It's fixed then. I don't need to worry about crying myself to sleep. Yeah, so from my understanding, right, when I uploaded the bad version, I had to go back to the old version and then upload that again, and that sort of overwrit that version. So now anybody that plays the new version will get the version I'm supposed to be playing. Look, basically all you need to see is if basically at the end of every environment I did the ceiling, the walls, basically I filled the rest of the environment. So if you play an environment that doesn't have any walls or ceiling or anything except from the Stone Kingdom, then it's the old version. So my god. Well, you can let me know if the scenes work. But that is a nightmare. That is really a nightmare. Just imagine how I feel. I published it and then everyone in the chat's like, "No, you idiot! You fool! You've ruined it!" And I'm like, "No!" I was panicking, trying to fix it. Right, you know what? Screw it. Screw this game, right? Let's just play other people's stuff now. Right, I had a couple of things that got sent to me during the week, so I'm going to run through a couple of things now. So yeah, we're actually playing levels now. So this is an animated series, I guess. I know this creator, he loves his anime, so, and he's made a lot of stuff in Little Big Planet as well. He goes for very over the top animations, so I'm expecting something very similar. So it's just like an intro. Very nice. I wonder where this is going to head in the future. So life can be tough, especially when you don't have control over it. His only escape from reality is his dreams where he has control. Or does he? Interesting. Does he really have all of the control? So I got this sent to me as well. Daniel, a text adventure. I actually thought this was Daniel. You know the guy, Daniele. I thought that was actually him. Apparently not. But it's Alpha Werewolf. So let's have a look to see one of your games. Hopefully it's better than my monstrosity. You died a lot. Good to hear. After about an hour. Check Toy Escape, great game. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. I'm going to give Alpha Werewolf a quick go. He's in the chat with us today. So this game is a text adventure. Your choices will have consequences and will affect the flow of something. So enjoy. Let's go. I'll make very honest choices. I just hope that my camera doesn't block anything on the screen. So like there's something written there but I can't actually see. That's the only bad thing when you stream on the PS4, you can't actually see. So let's see. The station. What kind of station? A train station? A bus station? It is 6:45 PM. My current money 100. You arrive at a gas station deep in the forest. It's not too dark yet, so the canopy lights have not been turned on. However, the forest trees consume most of the early evening light. The entire parking lot is bathed in eerie shadows because of this. There is only one other car at the station, parked in a space in front of the building. You pull your car up to one of the pumps. Check the other vehicle, check your gas gauge, look in the back seat of your car, or go inside. Well, I would assume that if I went to the gas station, I probably don't need to check my gas gauge because I probably need gas, right? Let's have a. Alright, let's see how much gas we actually need, right? Your car is very low on gas, nearly running on fumes. You guess you wouldn't have made it more than a few miles down the road if you hadn't stopped here. You notice the pumps are old and you must pay inside. Gas is $2.75 per gallon here. A refill will cost you $33. Well, I need to refill. No doubt I'll probably need the money for something else, but that's just how it goes, right? So let's refill the tank. You decide to refill the tank. Okay. Well, personally, I wouldn't check on the other vehicle because I'm not that nosy. You know, they can do what they want. The back seat of my car. Is there a reason for looking in the back seat of my car? Maybe there's something I could use. You find several suitcases full of clothes and a backpack containing several items. Look in the backpack. May as well, right? Inside the backpack you find your cell phone, a pocket knife, some old textbooks and a handful of notebooks. Take the cell phone, take the pocket knife. Well, they always say you shouldn't carry knives, so let's take the cell phone. I'm not going to take the knife because I'm going to be safe, a safe citizen. I'm going to go inside. So you get out of your car and walk across the parking lot. As you approach the car parked in front of the building, you begin to hear quiet crying. The cries sound as if they are coming from inside the car. Okay. Well, normally I would probably ignore because it's not my business. So assuming the crying is none of your business, yeah, exactly, you continue on into the building. Entering the building, you find the clerk behind the counter busy with another customer. The customer is a burly man wearing all black, from his boots to his jacket. The man is bald with a thick beard and moustache. He is much taller than you. Okay, so I'm going to wait in line to pay. You step up to the counter after the man leaves and pays the $33 for your fuel. Okay. You hear a commotion outside, a shrill scream. You and the clerk run outside. The bald man is wrestling with an 11-year-old boy. The boy is pale and scrawny with unkempt black hair. He is dressed in sneakers, red gym shorts and a basic white t-shirt. The boy is struggling to defend himself. So help, the boy cries out. Oh wow. So I didn't bring my knife. If only I brought my knife I could have shanked the guy. But clearly I can't do that anymore. I mean, it's a difficult situation because you don't know the relationship with these people. I wouldn't normally attack someone unless I'm certain that this person's like trying to kidnap the person, you know. Or if it's just a random guy that's just attacking them. I'm going to watch. It's more fun. You stand frozen in front of the man and boy. The station clerk rushes back inside, yelling that he is going to call the police. The man grabs the boy by the front of his t-shirt and shoves him back inside the car. He slams the door in the boy's face and turns towards you. "Forget you saw us," he says to you angrily. Okay, well, if someone says "forget you saw us," then I think it's pretty clear that this is a kidnapping here. I mean, you like to think you're a good person and you would try and stop this from happening. I mean, if someone said to me "forget you saw us," I don't think my conscience would let me let that go. The man seems taken aback by your defiance. He steps towards you. At the same time, the boy opens the car door and scrambles out. "Get back in the car," the man commands the boy. "No," the boy retorts loudly. "You were told to do as I say. Now get your butt back in the car." The man snaps at the boy. Okay, leave the kid alone. The man reaches into an inside pocket of his jacket and pulls out a handgun. Okay, this guy is definitely shady. At the same time, the station clerk returns. He claims he has called the police and that they are on the way. That's too bad. Before you can react, the man shoots the clerk in the chest. Oh, damn it. The boy cries out in fright. You suddenly feel an intense pressure rolling over you like a wave. The man is thrown across the parking lot. The windows of the man's car and the station shatter. The boy collapses to the ground. You rush to help. You rush to him and kneel down beside him. "Please." The boy appears very weak and can barely keep his eyes open. Nearby, the man is slowly coming to with a groan. Right, let's take the boy. You lift the boy into your arms, running as fast as you can. You reach your car at the pumps. You open the passenger door and lower the boy into the seat, buckling him in before closing the door and rounding the car to the driver's side. As you open your door, a gunshot rings out and the passenger door window explodes. You climb behind the wheel and start the engine. You stomp on the accelerator and the car lurches forward. You steer the car out onto the highway as more shots ring out. Uh-oh, we gotta get out of here. Despite rescuing the boy from an uncertain fate and escaping from the man with the gun for now, you are far from safe, so your adventure will continue. So to be continued in chapter 2 coming soon. Well, that was very interesting. I like how your decisions really make you think. I like that, so it's like you never know if you're making the right decision or the bad decision, you know, you're just making a decision. So chapter 2 introduces a trust mechanic. For the best narrative experience, it is advised that you build trust with Daniel. Oh, this is very good. This does sound very good. So, is this chapter 2 already? Daniel. What the hell is going on? So the wind whips through the shattered windows of your car as you speed along the highway. Your heart is pounding in your chest like a jackhammer. In the passenger seat, the boy is quivering with fear. He still appears very weak from his strange outburst. There's glass all over him from the window. Right, so are you okay? The boy looks in your direction warily. After a moment, he nods. So what's your name? Daniel. So was that man back there your dad, Daniel? Well, he has a gun, so I'm afraid he's a crazy dad if he is. Where do you live, Daniel? What happened back there? I'd probably ask where you live. Take you home. Daniel averts his gaze out the window. He obviously doesn't want to answer the question, despite feeling as if you need to know the answer. You realise that the kid might be too afraid right now. So was that man back there your dad? Okay. No. He's just a crazy guy with a gun. So what happened back there? So Daniel seems to shiver in his seat, whether from the cool breeze blowing in through the broken window or from fear. You are unsure. So I can move stuff with my mind. Wait, like telekinesis? That's what I would say. I would believe him. Yes, but it hurts if I move too much at once. That's what happened at the station. You moved too much at once. The boy nods wearily. I'm not very good at it, Daniel whispers dejectedly. You did great back there, Daniel. If you hadn't thrown that guy like you did, he probably would have killed me. Daniel glances at you and smiles appreciatively. You smile back. Daniel starts to pluck the minuscule pieces of glass from his hair and clothes. You focus your attention on driving. The highway ahead is empty and dark. The chill of the quickly coming night seeps into the car. Both Daniel and you shiver against the cold. So where are we going? Daniel asks with curiosity and a hint of fear in his voice. I checked a map before I left this afternoon. There should be a small town a few miles ahead. It's called Coal Pines. We should be able to get a motel room there, and I can figure out what we're going to do. He's going to catch us. Don't worry about that guy, he won't catch up to us. He's too slow and stupid. You attempt to flash Daniel. Oh, flash Daniel? I was like, what? I'm flashing him now? Like, hey, look at this. Right, flash Daniel, a reassuring smile through the quickening darkness. You press on the accelerator to boost the car faster and hopefully put more distance between you and the man you both know is following somewhere in the night. Okay, so later in Coal Pines. The town of Coal Pines is home to just over 40,000 people. According to the sign you pass on your way into town, the town sprawls out on either side of the highway. The highway itself being labelled as Main Street as you pass into the city limits. Driving along the main street, you pass by closed for the day mom and pop shops, several bars, a post office and a police station. Further down you can see the Coal Pines Motel, a gas station and a Goodwill store. So we can either go to the motel or go to the police station, so let's go to the motel. You pass by the police station, driving down the road several blocks more brings you to the Coal Pines Motel. You pull into the lot of the two-storey wrap-around motel building. The parking lot is dimly lit. The place gives you an uneasy feeling as you park in a space in front of the reception office. This place gives me the creeps. Okay, we'll be safe here, hopefully. I can't really guarantee anything. I'll just catch up with some things. So what do you think of Alpha Werewolf's game so far? It's quite interesting. You don't really see this kind of game in Dreams so often. Very smart about those crystals, great work. Yeah, I tried to do something a bit different. Hopefully it's okay. I managed to break the start of your game, managed to get out of bounds a few times when I was running on the ground and I got instant killed as I fell on the ledge. The ledge? Okay. Are you trying to get out of bounds on purpose just to break the level? That's what I'm curious about. I'll need to see exactly where you made the out of bounds because that will help me. I have to go, catch you later. Yeah, no problem, Intra-Attack out. Thanks very much for tuning in. I love all the ways you can die here. There's a few, isn't there? You can jump down a hole. See you, Intra. I got my first tank. Yeah. Oh, a bug. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hazo, hey Hazo. Hope you're having a great weekend. Welcome to the stream. we're just playing some brand new levels in Dreams. I forgot to remove the coming soon bit, my bad. Yeah, I was confused. I thought we would have to wait, but I don't get it. So I don't understand this game. May you explain this game? Well, Dreams in general is just basically a toolkit where you can create your own games, animations, films, artwork, music. You can do so much. And this is just one game of many. This is a text adventure, so you literally could make a game just with text if you wanted. You could make first person shooters, RPGs, racing games, anything. It takes a little while to get your head around the tools before you get really good at it, but the good thing is the community are always sharing things, so it makes it easier for you to create your own games. So if you're thinking about getting Dreams, you can get it and play. There's like thousands and thousands of great games and levels available, and if you ever feel interested in creating your own, then the tools are always there as well. It's a text adventure. You choose options to progress the story. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult because people ask me like, can you explain this game, and sometimes I don't know if they're talking about Dreams or this specific game, you know, but this one is a text adventure, so it's a bit different from what we would normally find. So we'll be safe here, I hope so. Come on, we can get some food after we check in. I'm sure you're hungry. So Daniel nods, smiling. So you and Daniel get out of your car and go inside the reception office. The reception office is cramped and stuffy. There is barely enough space inside for you. Daniel, the reception desk, and the clerk working the desk. The place is all glass and metal, not very inviting. So good evening, I'd like a room just for one night. So rooms with 2 beds are $50 a night, 1 bed is $25. Well, we could try and save some money, but I feel like I don't want to get people get the wrong idea. I've come in with this child, so I'll splash the cash. Right, it's probably going to bite me in the ass for doing this. So we'll take a 2-bedroom. Alright, here's your key. You're in room 209. Have a good night. So Daniel lets out a low gasp of fear as you take the room key from the clerk. You and Daniel leave the tiny office and return to your car. You take the 2 suitcases of clothes from the back seat of your car. So get up to your room. So you enter room 209. The room is decently sized. The floor covered in rough grey carpet. The twin beds spot soft maroon blankets and pillows. A squat wood table with a lamp sits between the 2 beds. A TV is mounted to the wall opposite the beds. Beyond the beds is an open door leading into a bathroom, complete with a shower tub combo. An alcove to the right of the bathroom is home to a desk built into the wall with an uncomfortable looking chair. You set the suitcases on the floor by the door. So Daniel crosses the room and sits down on the edge of the nearest bed. It isn't long before Daniel starts to chew his lower lip thoughtfully. He looks around absently a moment before focusing his attention on you. So I never thanked you before for helping me, thank you. I wouldn't hug him, I think we're not close enough, so you're welcome. Continue. You hungry, kiddo? Very. Well, I've got some coronavirus bats in my trunk if you want some. I saw a vending machine just outside. I'll go see what I can get for us. You have a favourite snack? Anything chocolate, Daniel says, with more enthusiasm than he's expressed all night. Me too, I'll be right back. Stay in the room. I will. So you pick up the TV remote from the table and toss it to the boy before leaving the motel room. Oh, there's a mistake. You walk along the hall of doors until you reach the vending machine. There are a selection of sweet and savoury treats. So anything with chocolate. So trail mix, normally that's just nuts, isn't it? Choco crisps, nacho cheese chips, fruity chews. So, well, he says he likes chocolate, right? I think that's good for me. I don't want anything for myself. You return to the room to find Daniel sitting cross-legged on his bed watching TV. He is watching a Japanese cartoon. The show appears to follow two boys, one who wears all green and has black spiky hair, and his friend who has wild white hair and claw-like fingernails. You sit down on the edge of the bed between Daniel and set the food on the bed between you. Daniel spots the Choco Crisps and his young face lights up. See, I remembered. No way, I love Choco Crisps. I know they're the best, aren't they? I thought you might. You can have it. Thanks. Daniel picks up the candy bar and rips the wrapper off. He eats the candy in only a few bites. What? He must be hungry. After Daniel finishes his snack, he focuses his attention back to the TV. I don't think I would turn the TV off if he's watching it. It's a bit rude. Sorry, there's not very much. That's okay. Daniel, we need to talk. It's that talk, unfortunately. Daniel's shoulders slump and he sighs, defeated. I know. So let's see. So who exactly is the man who's after you? Or I really need to know where you live. Well, let's find out about the guy then. So who exactly is the man is after you? His name is David. I don't know his last name. He works for my dad. Where was David taking you? I don't know. I woke up this morning in my room. My dad came in with David and told me I had to go with him. I kept asking where we were going, but he wouldn't tell me. He threatened to shoot me, so I stopped asking. So where did you come from, Daniel? I'll just check out the chat every so often. It was in the cave area and not the one with the crystals. I managed to get through some small gaps. Otherwise, yeah, to find stuff like this you need to try to break it normally. It wouldn't matter. So you're trying to break my level? Well, that's good then. It's going to be hard to know exactly where you found the gap because there's a lot of little narrow pathways. But I'll look through all of the routes and I'll see where there's any gaps that you might be able to fit through. And hopefully you don't break it again. Thanks, your narration is beautiful. Thanks very much. It's good that I've got some water because I kind of need it. Ah, there we go. Some more narration coming up. Alright, so what did we get to? So where did you come from? I don't want to go back, Daniel says with tears of fear welling in his eyes. Please. Daniel wipes his eyes and tries to look brave. Daniel, listen. I don't understand what's happening here with you or your power. I just want you to help me understand. Daniel wipes his eyes again and nods. He shivers slightly. Please tell me where you are from. It's called Albright. It's a place where people study, kids like me. It's kind of like the X-Men school. So Albright, I've never heard of that. It's not public. Whoever runs it makes sure that people don't find out what they do. My dad told me that once. Did the people at Albright hurt you, Daniel? Sometimes. Uh-oh. Reluctantly, Daniel stands up and strips off his t-shirt, revealing his narrow frame to the light. His pale body is marred by scars and bruises. Sometimes they would train us to use our powers by forcing us to fight. Okay. Daniel runs his fingers along a jagged scar just below his ribs on his right side. I almost died when I got this one. Another kid at Albright had the power to make blades out of the iron in his own blood. Wow. He cut me deep during a training session. I didn't mean to. Daniel shivers and pulls his shirt back on. He sits down beside you again, his head down. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Well, I probably wouldn't put my arm around him just because I'm not so close to him, but I'd probably say I'm sorry, Daniel, to comfort him vocally. So I didn't mean to upset you. Daniel nods. He whimpers and begins to chew his lower lip anxiously. You sit beside Daniel. Neither of you say anything for a while. After a few minutes, Daniel takes off his sneakers and crawls under the blankets on his bed. He rolls onto his side away from you. Alright, so we're going to figure this out. I promise. You're my best friend now, Daniel. We're going to do this together. So I know, Daniel says, his voice muffled through his pillow. Good night, Daniel. Sleep well. You lean over and switch off the lamp, plunging the motel room into darkness. Go to sleep. Okay. So midnight. So the sounds of something heavy banging on the motel room door startles you and Daniel awake. Before either of you can get up, the door tears off its hinges and crashes into the far wall. David steps inside. Oh man, how does this guy know where we are? It's like he's got x-ray vision or something. You jump to your feet as David drags Daniel out of bed by his arm. Let me go, Daniel shrieks, thrashing against David's grip. Let me go. So leave him alone, again, please. You pick up the lamp and smash it over David's head. See, I didn't get a choice. I got forced into this one. David shrugs off the blow and uses his free hand to push you backwards into the wall. You hit the wall hard and fall to the floor, all of the air knocked out of your lungs. You should have stayed out of this. Right, so please don't. Please. I have to, Daniel. You know the rules. I didn't say anything, I swear. It's true. He barely spoke to me. You're both terrible liars. I can see from the look in your eyes that he told you where we came from. Even if he hadn't, you know what he can do. That's reason enough. David retrieves his gun from his jacket and aims it at you. Alright, so I've got two choices here. Daniel, you have to use your power. Do whatever you need to do to me. Just don't hurt him. Well, Daniel needs to make his mind up on his own, right? So if Daniel's going to save me, that's on him. David pulls the trigger. And I died. That's the end. That's the end of my life. See, I thought I was going to be the really heroic guy. I thought Daniel would have been smart enough to use the power on his own. No, very good. I'll play it again and I'll do the other options and see if I can get further. So I need to provoke Daniel to be my little killing machine, basically. And there was one more level that I got sent to me earlier today, so I'll play this one before I look through the other levels. I don't know if anyone's played this one before. Two bugs. If you don't reset game, you can't continue because you try Crystal Caves and come back to start. Also can't pick up object with square button. That's strange. I should have put much more choices in this. Well, I guess that's something that you learn as you make it, I guess. Oh, there's already inverted controls. I need to change that immediately. Clap and jump, right? Okay. So what's the clap for? Sunday, June the 7th. So enter the echo chamber, complete a trial or a trail, and relax in the echo garden. Okay, just my health points. Locked. Okay, so patient progress. Is this all the creators who played this? Let's see. Oh, it's a giant hand. Oh no, it's Stephen Hawking. That's the Stephen Hawking voice I wanted for my level.
You must use your new abilities to progress, to demonstrate Let us close your eyes.
Okay, in the dark we go. I'm getting Bioshock vibes. So there's a tutorial. Let's try the tutorial. Don't understand what this game's supposed to be. I'm just running everywhere, to be honest, just because I can. Good eye, head back to the echo chamber when you want to begin your trial. Alright, well I don't actually know what I did, but okay. So it's like you need to solve some kind of puzzles using your clapping powers. Boom. Right, guess the sculpture. What do you mean guess the sculpture? Past this point and the timer starts. Guess the sculpture? Okay. What do you mean guess the sculpture? Oh, it's a spider! It's a massive spider. I know a spider when I see one. Alright. It's a spider. So it's more like seeing things in the dark. Right, where do we need to go now? Up here? I think I need to walk around the spider to get to the next room. Let's go for medium. Okay. So get here. Oh, I fell through the map. Was that meant to happen? Maybe I should have looked where I was going. Seems like it's meant to be like a series of trials then. So it seems to like be the same sculpt every time. So we need to get the spider. And then check the floor. Don't fall through the floor like last time. Okay. Let's try medium again, right? So it said watch your step. X to jump, right. See, I wasn't really paying attention. Ah, okay, look. Now we really need to watch what we're doing. This is quite nice, actually. There we go. Get to the top. Okay, do I need to watch my step here too? Kind of. Where do I go now? This is a very interesting concept. It's not like most levels that you would play. But we did it. We did it. Guess the sculpture again. Okay. What is that? It's a giant bunny rabbit. It looks very menacing. It looks like the one from Donnie Darko. Obviously it's a rabbit. Alright, let's just keep going with the medium. How many puppets? Oh no! 1, 2. I've seen 2 so far. 3. Oh no, I didn't look enough. Damn it. That's quite difficult. You need to properly get into that to get as far as you can get. But that was pretty cool. But it's one of those games you're going to have to really pay attention if you want to get far in it. Bye guys, have a good day. Yeah, see you later, Graham Malley. Thanks very much for tuning in today. Really good. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Interesting game concept. Yeah, it's nothing that I've ever seen before, so it is quite interesting. Did you play my game? I haven't been on the stream for a while. No, we just played at Alpha Werewolves, and then we played a couple more that got sent to me. So now that I've played those, I'll check out this. Oh god, people are playing it already. They're saying how awful the level is. I'm just waiting for it. Right, where is the... Right, we've got Tifa's theme, which I need to look through. My Singing Imps, is this it? Resident Evil 2 original scenery. I've seen Resident Evil 3 scenery, that looked quite good. Bob. Oh, Bob, I remember Bob. Let me see if I missed anything. So it starts about here. Disturbing Connie. What the hell? That's really creepy. Ah, why does no one love me? Everyone's always just so mean. I hate that it takes me all the way back. Now I need to scroll forward again. So you sent me that, and you sent me Bob. Oh, nice. Good old Bob. I like his hair. Little thin wormy strands. I love that his neck and his shoulders are so smooth, but his head is so... Oh. The back of his head has a six-pack. That's impressive. He must really work out the back of his head. And then you get to the front of the head and you think, oh well, this guy is definitely not my type. I mean, I thought the hairs and the back of the neck were good, but the front, oh, he's straight off my dating list. Oh, very nice. Right, let me go forward again. Okay, so I think, did I see this one before? The other Resident Evil scene that this creator made off stream a few days ago. And this looks like a part 2 to that, so if any of you guys like Resident Evil, you'll know that Resident Evil 3, it's coming out pretty soon. So it is kind of smart that the creator is starting to create some showcases for it. I'll show you the other one really quickly. I'll just use this so I don't have to keep going back and forward. He made this one, which is quite nice. She's hiding from the Nemesis. Apparently he made a Resident Evil 2 one as well, which I've not seen yet. So it's pretty nice. I mean, it's all pixelated to make it look old school. It gets me in the mood for doing our survival horror game. I think now that I've got the Alien game out, I can spend more time working on the survival horror off stream, so we can start to have a bit more progress and stuff. That was pretty cool. What else did I get sent? I got the My Singing Imps. Well, this sounds intriguing. Oh, that's cool. So they all have like different sounds. Let's see him. And what about this guy? What about this guy? Ha 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 ha. Get a wee drum in. Get this guy in. blow some tube. Well, this one is clearly from Canada. Let's go, guys. Let's create like the biggest jam in the existence of Dreams. Doesn't it just bring sweet, sweet music to your ears? I love that this guy's still going. Shut up! I guess this is good for people that really want to take their time and build something, you know? Maybe not that one. Is there a next level? Oh, what else do we have? It's got a microphone now. What can you play? Let's do a whole ensemble. You can tell that I just go crazy with the instruments. I create the biggest monstrosity that you'll ever hear in your life. This is pretty nice. It's quite a unique idea. I've never actually seen the original thing that you're basing it on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. See, this sounds better because I'm actually thinking about which instrument is best suited. How many worlds are there? Oh, lava world. Epicness, here we come. It's so evil. Oh, he fell and killed himself. Sorry, you couldn't see it, my face censored it out. This is my favourite one. I think I'm very evil and twisted because this is my favourite one. Oh. Let me just catch up on some comments here. 3 puppets. I didn't post my comments, just posted it here. I gave you a thumbs up on your game. Oh, thanks very much. It's a shame that there was some bugs because I really tried to make sure there weren't that many, but see, I found that sometimes when you press square to pick something up, it does work. You just need to walk a little bit closer to it for some reason. I don't know why, because the logic is the same for the square button as it is for the detection. So I don't know why that does that, but yeah, maybe I've just got the tags lined up incorrectly. Have you played the Pilgrim on here? I don't think so. No, I think I've seen the picture, but I don't know if I've actually played it. I sent you the Singing Imps, yeah, which is a Dreams version of my Singing Monsters. Never played Singing Monsters either. Thanks for showing my creations. Oh, that's your creations? I didn't know that. They're very good. Because I seen the Resident Evil 3 one even before this. I don't know if it was trending one day maybe. But it's nice. I can't wait for Resident Evil 3. It's going to be pretty exciting. I have to go eat, guys. See you in Dreams. Bye for now and thanks. Yeah, thanks very much for checking out the stream. Thanks for playing the level. And I can't wait to see what you come up with your desert shooter. So I'll see you next time. Got the hunt. The Hunt? The Hunt Showdown? Let me know if it's any good. Because it does look quite interesting. If anyone's heard of Hunt the Showdown, it's like a co-op based game where you hunt down these monsters, but then there's other players that are against you, so it gets a bit more competitive, a bit more interesting. Yeah. Also, the imps playing music are really nice. Oh, they are. They're perfect, actually. I just love this world as well. Like, I love the sounds and stuff, you know. I love how evil it is, you know. If you remember the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack, this guy here, in Shadow Moses, they use a lot of this. The you know, really evil tune. Thank you for playing my game. Not sure if I said that earlier. Yeah, no problem. I'll play absolutely anything that you want me to check out. What's this saying? Where are all the imps? How about you create your own remixed imp sculpture and design an instrument for it to play? I will feature some. My instrument, what would my instrument be? Well, it has to be the bagpipes. Since I'm Scottish, it has to be the bagpipes. So I have to make a Scottish imp with bagpipes, and then we're going to have one of the best bagpipe orchestras you'll ever see. Did anybody send anything else? I think yeah, this was Eternal Darkness as well. He sent me something, so I think that was the next thing. So I think he made some music, and then he created a visual theme to go around it. So let's have a look. If you like Final Fantasy VII, and again, not just Resident Evil 3 remake, but Final Fantasy VII remakes, not too far away now. Well, I like that he's actually playing the guitar. Makes it a bit more realistic. I thought his tent was on fire because it's like yellow inside. I thought it was burning, but it's not. I think it's just maybe there's a lamp in there or something. He's enjoying that, isn't he? Didn't even know the guitar was that massive. It's huge. You could forget the Buster Blade. You could just use that guitar as a weapon. Wajah! Oh, here she comes. Hogging all the limelight. Yeah, get on with it. I always find it interesting to know if people actually know if the notes that they're playing are actually accurate, or if they're just animated to look like they're playing notes. Because I don't play instruments, so I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I gave up on that because nobody made any imps at all, sadly. Yeah, it's quite difficult to get people to collaborate and stuff like that. I mean, I could make a bagpipe one just for fun, but I'd have to import the bagpipes from like YouTube because I don't have any bagpipes on me. So yeah, I'd have to import the bagpipes from YouTube or something. When you play my scene, try to play through it once to experience the whole thing. Oh, don't worry, we are. We're not missing this entire performance. Sephiroth just comes out. Ah! Take that. I think it's fair to say she's pretty cold. Where's Big Barrett? If you saw the remake, you'll know that they made Barrett Mr. T. So I'm expecting Barrett to come out with a rapping solo at some point. Oh, her leg kind of flipped up there. That's quite funny. She realised it was her cue and she was a bit late. Who's looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII Remake? Are you looking forward to Resident Evil 3 Remake more, or the Final Fantasy Remake more? I think a lot of people will be quite divided. I like both RPGs and survival horror, so they're both good for me. But I think a lot of people will be like split, like they love RPGs or they love horror games. They won't be like divided like me. But we've got a lot of good games coming at least. Does this just loop over and over again, just so I know? Or does it have an ending? Because I'll probably just sit here for an hour expecting it to end. Just wait, I want that Barrett rapping. If I'm being honest, I never really cared about Final Fantasy. Oof. For someone that loves music, Final Fantasy has some of the best music ever made. Barrett, the tea, took me 2 days to make this. Oh yeah, Barrett the tea man. You can see it did take a lot of time to animate everything. You should get Barrett in, you should do a rapping solo. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy VII Remake, man. Mr. T. Mr. T giving you the tea. I'm really excited for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm going to get that before the Resident Evil 3 Remake because FF7 was my first RPG and my first Final Fantasy game. It made me fall in love with storytelling. I'm kind of the same, but my childhood was Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid, and Final Fantasy. Those 3 games were like the top core of my childhood, so I need to get Resident Evil 3, I need to get Final Fantasy 7. They're both just as equally important to me, although the Final Fantasy one is probably going to be more interesting just because it's kind of legendary that it's just never had a remake, and Resident Evil games have had so many remakes. Yeah, pretty nice. That was a lot of effort you put into that. You could easily just set that on a loop for someone that just wants to listen to the music. What's this? We've got Dino. Oh, Dino. I remember you from the chat. I remember this level. See, I don't think I properly played this because I watched Gribble Grunger play this level, and apparently the boss battle is so difficult that he could never complete it. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of it because I'll probably die, but I haven't played this yet, so I think it's about time, and I'm assuming that it's been updated quite a while over the early access version. So let's have a wee look here. Right. I like that it's all custom animated. Right, so let's see here. Double jump. How on earth does this pumpkin manage to get all that air? It's like he's got muscles or something. Right, where are we going? Oh, 2 paths. Just need to wait for the vines to move. Come on in, welcome. Okay. How friendly are these people? So is this like the hub world? Now we're entering some kind of Crash Bandicoot level. Let the festival begin. Welcome to Halloweenville. Oh, very nice. Reminds me of Medieval, but a really, really cartoon version. Your adventures start here. Okay. Oh, I pressed X and it actually let me skip. I'm surprised because most streams don't let you skip the cutscenes, so good on you for doing that. So Sugar Happy, hunt down and collect candy for the festival. Happy to help. Enter boss doors and free your friends from corruption. A gourd mystery. Partake in puzzles to put a pause on the pumpkin plunderers' plans. Okay. So basically all I need to know is jump and punch, right? Like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z? Pumpkin Ball Z. Let me in. Beware of log. I ain't afraid of no log. What's this? This one of the sweets. There are 3 pieces of candy, each in Creepy Creek, Autumn Garden, and Wicked Way. Oh, I see it over there. Creepy Creek. Where was the other place? Autumn Garden and Wicked Way. What's this guy? Is he my father? Stem Gordon. Happy Jack, I'm glad you came. It's that time of year again. The Halloween spirit is back, and having a little too much fun with the citizens of Halloweenville this time around. I knew there was only one person in all of Halloweenville who could put a stop to what's been happening out there, so I lit the Jack signal. The Halloween spirit is corrupting people with overwhelming spookiness, and as an added bonus, the annual festival is tonight. Everyone is in a scramble. We're missing some of our big players. You can turn things around, Happy Jack. You're always putting on a smile. Go and spread it. We don't even have enough candy for the festival. Can you believe that? Candy? The fool of a ghoul that was supposed to deliver it decided to go sightseeing right before the festival without realising there was a hole in the bag. What an idiot! Now there's candy scattered all over the place. Make sure to pick them up if you find any. The candy isn't the only thing missing though. Our pumpkins are gone as well. Yes, there is a pumpkin plunderer out there. Who would do such a thing on a night of the festival? Maybe ask around, pick up some clues. Someone had to see who stole our pumpkins. Then you can find them and bring them back. And maybe give the burglar a hand, or should I say a fist while you're at it. That is absolutely filthy. You have an absolutely filthy mind. I'll fist you. Pumpkin Garden. Prizes, what's this? Absolutely sentient hand puppet. Right this way, sport. Hey, Happy Jack, how's it doing? You know me, huh? Yeah, we used to be buddies back in that time, yeah. What do you mean you don't remember? Alright. You'll get there. So here you're going to save Halloweenville, eh? People are going go, and I mean more than usual, and the festival's only like 50% ready to go. I don't know about you, but 50% just don't feel like 100 to me, you know. Just know I'm rooting for you, you're here. And you know me, I may just have to get the prize waiting for you when you get back from completing all your tasks. Yeah, making you work for it, I know, but that's the nature of prizes, I can't help myself. What the heck, here's a participation prize. Now enjoy those balloons. You'll get your next prize when the festival starts looking like a true party, you hear? Thank you for my balloons. My quests, bosses, puzzles and candles. Battle challenges coming soon. Oh, I'll take you out any day. Now a quick wee wander up here. I can't believe it. It's the musical witch. One of those corrupted spook troopers took my special ingredients. Now I can't cook up the special song I was preparing for the festival. Yes, I was just catching on to the most brilliant tune, then right before I could finish my music magic, a spook trooper comes running through and snatches the final most important note away. But I can still sense its magicy magicness, so it's got to be around here somewhere. Care to take a look? Wrong way. What way is it then? This way? Oh, I think I'm getting warmer. Oh look, there's the signal. Right, I think I'm getting warmer. Oh, what's that? Tons of credits. Must be down this way, eh? We're getting closer. What is that guy? Is that a skeleton? What's he got to say? Is that 3D glasses? Hey Happy Jack, you're exactly who I need right now. You main character types really have a knack for showing up at the right time, don't you? All my skeleton pals got caught by the corruption. I was the only one able to dodge and weave my way to safety. Hey, they don't call me Skeleton for nothing. You're thinking if my skills are so off the charts, then why am I asking you for help? Well man, here's the thing. The corruptions turned them angry and evil. I can't help them. But you can. Punch them with your heroic fists of joists. Your power of happiness will rid them of the corruption. When a fellow skeleton comes running at you, just remember, if he's blue, glowy, and holding a pointy weapon, then he's a spook trooper now. Not nice, those type. Those are nope. When you see your foe getting ready for an attack, best to keep your distance. I'll keep that in mind. Right. Are we going the right way for this music thing? Can I climb up here? I got up here, but I don't think I can find anything up here. Oh, can I jump on this thing here? Don't crush me. Where does this even go? I see there's like something I can break here. Where does this go? What's this? It's an extra area for something, which I don't know yet. And up here is just the creepy creek. So there's 3 candies, 1 friend saved, and 2 puzzles. Okay. And I'm guessing up here it takes me to another level. I'm just going to have a quick look. I just want to see what I can find. Oh, that is almost difficult. Come on, get back, you're almost there. Boom. I like how he bounces off the ground. You kind of need to watch when you do the jump, because when he does bounce, it puts you off balance, so you need to be careful. Ah, okay, so here's the autumn garden. So where's the other one? There's 3 worlds, isn't there? Can you take fall damage in this game? No, you can't. I love this game already. Right, let's have a... I don't even know if I can find this magic music sheet thingy. I thought it would have been like near the music credit. But every way I go is the wrong way. Right, I'm going to go in, I'm going to just jump into one of the levels just to see what they're like. So the creepy creek. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, I sent Happy Jack. Yeah, so far so good. I finally finished the game. Wow, so it's finished. How many levels? 3? I prefer Darksiders 2, Darksiders Genesis OST. Personally, Outlast 1 and 2 have pretty good music for a horror game as well. Castlevania also has very good music across the whole 2D franchise. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of OSTs whilst I've been creating, so I'll need to check out the OST for some of those games just to keep me occupied. Sorry for the puns. I know what you like. There's a in the level that I just put out, there is a rock world, and there are some puns that you can find. So you're not the only one who is prone to using some puns. The pumpkin pummel. LBA, why did I just see a green alien do a poo? Why not? I mean, they've got to poo somewhere, right? Halloweenville, so that's if we want to go back. You know that poo was the best part of your entire experience. Standard pumpkin patch 'em ups to regenerate health. Okay. Oh, what is that? Is that an enemy? Can you lock onto enemies, or do you have to run round them? I'm assuming you have to run around them. Bada 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 bada. I'd love to see the pumpkin go Super Saiyan. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, I saved the wee skeleton man, I think, from their corruption. Oh, 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 that was a close one. I don't know how I managed that. Whatever. You try hit me, boy. Well, you're too slow. Oh, there's something like projectiles coming at me from somewhere. Oh, there he's there. You firing projectiles at me, sir? Or you're just going to fire them at yourself? Easy. Right. There's nothing else down there, was there? Probably won't even find all the candy. I'll probably miss them. Unless they're quite obvious to find. This is the highly polished game I hope to strive for one day in Dreams. But the games that I'll be making won't be cartoony. They'll be more like Resident Evil or Castlevania or Devil May Cry, that sort of thing. Oh, here they come! Oh, that actually does a lot of damage. Right, I see you in that bridge. Got a bit of a cartoon Dark Souls going on. I wonder if people get offended every time someone references Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Like, oh, it's kind of like it for some aspects. And then they're like, ah, why can't my game just be like standalone? Why does it need to be influenced by all these other games? It's like when people were reviewing Crash Bandicoot, they were calling it Dark Souls. Crash Bandicoot is not Dark Souls. It's a hard game, but not even hard game, it's just... Gotta be careful. Oh no, he's stuck in the water! I don't even know if I can go down there without drowning. Oh, he came back up just to get punched in the face. Well, that was nice of him. Is that a secret area over here? I think it is. What's in here? I'm just randomly going where the path takes me. I don't know if I'm going the right way here. What the hell is this? Lights. Hit my bell. Right, so I've got the Pixar lights are up and ready to go. Back in my day, we used to have really creepy pumpkins. And they had bat wings. Batswell. Love you, Batswell. Oh no, it's a boss. I've heard the bosses are insanely difficult in this game. Especially when you need to figure out what the hell do these lamps do. Do they do anything? Come here, you bat. Excuse me. Yeah, this is... I'm going to have to proper study how this works. You gonna leave me alone, skeleton man? I wish they dropped some health. That would have made it a little bit easier for me. I think I got off to a bad start. I think if I tried this again, I would maybe do a bit better. You gonna stop throwing things at me? I don't even know how I was supposed to dodge that other attack that I got hit by. Oh, here he comes. Just try and get rid of these, but if they keep respawning, then I'm kind of just wasting my time, aren't I? I got away from that target zone, I think you'll find. Right, so what, the boss battle was not my strength. That's something I'll need to perfect. It's nice that the bosses are optional though, so if you don't feel like you're in the mood for it, or you don't have the skill to do it, then you don't have to. What is that hanging from the branch? Is that a mummy? Punch boxes to move them. Can I punch this guy? Don't mind me just continuing the fish going down the stream, or counting the fish going down the stream. It keeps me focused. What, there aren't any fish in this creek? Ah, there goes my method for trying to keep my head straight. It seems I've already lost my brains. Wait, what am I saying? You're here. Someone's finally here. Get me down. There's a super sour supreme pop on top of this mountain. Only those with unmatched determination can reach it. I'm 90% mummy and 10% ninja, so I thought I have a good chance. But then boink, thunk, boosh, vroop. Those were the sound effects of my ninja training failing. Maybe you can reach it, but just don't forget about me, alright? Yeah, we won't. I'll try my best. My platforming is okay. What are these for? What do these do? Reset lever. What? Ah, okay, that resets the lever. What does that even do though? What's in here? What does that do? Ah, okay, it's like a puzzle. Don't know if I need to hit that one. Whatever that did. Oh no, don't trap me in here. Right, what did that do now? Right, now it opened it. Now I can go back. Wow. 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 Reset, please. I hope if I reset it doesn't put the box back. Nice. Ba 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 ba. Didn't he carry this? I wasn't really... Oh no. Can I take this box with me? I want to take it everywhere with me. Go, go, go! Don't know what I need this for, but I'm taking it. Right. I think I'm supposed to put it on the green one, aren't I? Boom! Let's see if I can... We'll just skip this for now, see if I can get up here. Use my platforming skills. Just got timing is the most important thing. Right. So there's one there and then there's one there. Look, I'm so pretty. If you don't think so, you're getting pummeled. Oh, there's my candy popsicle. There we go. Well, that wasn't so bad. Just gonna skip the puzzle for now. See what else is to be seen around here. What's up here? This isn't where I came from, was it? Oh, hello! What was that for? That was not very fair. You tricked me! Wicked Way? Is this like a different level, or is this something else? I think this might be another level. Wow. There's so many locations. Bang! Oh, there's a big knight, black knight. Well, this one looks interesting. Oh, he turns good though. He's really nice all this time. Oh! Try to dodge him is a nightmare. But I did it. I did it. What's this? Locked for what? You got a key in your pocket. Don't know if I need to keep doing this until they die. You can tell this area is probably going to be a harder area. I'm noticing that already. There we go. Just took a little bit longer, that's all. Can I explore up here? Is this like another death-defying platform section? I don't know why, but I felt like I had to go through that square. Oh, what? Something killed me. I was not expecting that, sadly. I definitely recommend the Darksiders 2 OST composed by Jesper Kyd. I'm sure I've heard of Jesper Kyd before. I don't know what game it was that he composed, but the name rings a bell. Do aliens even eat corn? Who's to say it's corn? Could be something else, right? There is no lock-on. Ah, okay, so it's even harder. Also, I saw a few Castlevania OST remakes in Dreams, so it might suit you just well. That's nice that people are actually making stuff in Dreams as opposed to just copying it all in. This level is probably going to take me forever to finish everything, and I'm pretty much getting close to the end of the stream now, because I think we've been streaming for, what's that, like 3 hours maybe? So this is a really good game. This is one that I really need to come back to, because there's a lot that I really need to explore if I want to finish everything. So I'll either pick it up on the next stream, or I'll play this in my own spare time. I was just going to have a quick check to see what's been said by people who have played the level. I do not know if I'm expecting good things or bad things. Very nice. Experienced a few bugs now and then, but other than that, it's very good. I'd like to know what bugs, because I want to try and fix them if I can. But I'm going to play through the whole thing myself later tonight, and I'm going to try and deliberately break it to see if I can fix anything. It's not the best level in the world, granted, but I had fun making it, and it's definitely a stepping stone to bigger and better things. So it's out the way now, because this was supposed to be a really early access creation, and it took me this long to actually get it finished. But I got it finished. I got this monkey off my back, and we can move on to other projects now. Exploding alien poop could be the solution to Earth's fossil fuel created climate emergency. Great work, yeah, I would agree. It's usually the things you don't expect that make it so good. Alright, so we'll see how that does. Hopefully it's not as bad as I think it is. Let me just reset my progress, because I'm going to play that again later. Jesper Kyd did the music for the Hitman games. I didn't play the Hitman games, so maybe I heard his name, but I didn't play the games, so I'll need to Google him and see what else he's made. Thanks for playing. Yeah, thanks for sharing. I'll when I've got more time, I'll need to go back to it and properly explore it, because there's a lot of levels and a lot of content there, and I appreciate how much time and effort you've put into your creation. So I'll try and go for 100% and impress you. So I'm going to end the stream there today. So we did the first half or so. We were trying to fix the level that we published, but we got there in the end, and we found some nice levels to play through. So there's plenty more that we could have played through, but I just don't have so much time anymore. But it was nice hanging out with you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend, and you'll see me back again the same time next week. Next Thursday we'll do another survival horror create stream, and now that the alien level is published, I'll have more free time on my hands to start working on some of the logic behind the scenes. So maybe by next Thursday, not only will we work on environments, but I might actually showcase some logic that I've been working on, some of the inventory or the door transitions, things like that. And I'll need to look to see if I can find as many eager music composers as possible to try and make as many unique tracks as we can. And same with character sculptors, they're going to be crucial, and possibly texturers, people who can paint, because I'll need to, if I make something, I need to be able to texture it in a realistic way. So until I learn all these things, I'm definitely going to need a lot of help. Great stream, bye. Yeah, no problem, great to have you here. See you next time, always great. See you, thanks for streaming. Yeah, it was good to play your levels. Thanks to the company, thanks for helping me through this, making the level and getting it published despite all the publishing problems. So yeah, I'm going to head off now, so enjoy the rest of your weekend, enjoy your dreams, your creations, whatever else, and I'll see you guys next Thursday or next Saturday. Bye.